Yo, what is up, everybody? Back again. Y'all already know what
Nail,
it is.
play that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, this man got the background.
You already know, man. Easy money. Well, it should be easy money, but like
Look,
I said,
knock on wood.
Look at the rookie graphics. We got Dean and we got Davis. It doesn't get better than that.
yeah, put that shit up.
As Ricky Bobby said, if you ain't first, you're last.
Exactly.
Second place is at 2.
Definitely gonna make up for it.
Trust me. I need a sports podcast, man. I need it. Yo. What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the I Need a Sports podcast. Your host with the most. Myself, Bryce, Cam Sanders, Chris, Cam Swan. Y'all already know what it is. The gang is back because it's playoff time, baby. And look, for the first time ever on the podcast, everybody's team is in the playoff, man. What's good? We all got a chance. Yeah, welcome to the party, Cam. Yeah. It's gonna be a good playoffs, man. Everybody made it. We got 3 division winners in here. Sorry, Cam Swan, no knock there.
It's all good, bro.
But man, Texans with a surprise. I gotta. Let me open it up with my apology, and I'm gonna find the clip. First episode, Cam told us, "Hey, I put in 100 on Texas plus 750 to win the division," and I laughed. I was like, "You think they're gonna win it for real?" They did it. CJ Stroud boys. Hey man, I gotta give them their props. D'Amico Ryans, rookie head coach, rookie quarterback. They still got the damn job done. So props to Houston. It's lit in the city. Got a home playoff game versus Joe Flacco, trying to get some get back from that Christmas game. Yeah, man. Kale, tell us how you feeling about that one. Go ahead and pop your stuff real quick.
Come on, man. Come on. I told y'all, man.
How do you want to believe me?
Man, y'all ain't gonna believe me, man. I told y'all. I told you, man. Nah, man. There's a lot of people that owe us, apologies, man. I can go name like Stephen A. Smith. You trying to call us racist because we was firing black head coaches, even though we were one of the only teams that would hire black head coaches or coaches, period. They came back around, hired D'Amico. Another one, Colin Cowherd, he the one said he doesn't think CJ Stroud isn't talented enough to lead this Texans team or whatever.
Where Colin was wrong. Looking at
Then another Bill Simmons, another one was on our case, CJ case, but man, through and through, man, we made it. What ended up being the AFC South championship game, the Colts versus Texans in Indianapolis, whatever, that ended up being the championship game, came through, man. Got to give all credit to the boy CJ. He came through. Also, obviously D'Amico and Bobby Slowick. It's gonna be exciting, man.
a home playoff game in Houston.
Oh yeah.
I want to say, was it 2019? Was it the Bills?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, yeah. So the city getting right, man. Astros, they made it to the World Series. We lost, but Astros made it. Houston, Texas back in the playoffs. Rockets look decent compared to what we was. Still some question marks there. But yeah, man, it's lit in the city. Like I said, man, this is the playoff episode. So first off, we got to touch on some of our predictions from way back when, like we just started off with. Cam called Texas to the playoffs. There were some things we got right. There were some things we got wrong. So we finna go over a little bit of all of that. Me first, where I was wrong. The Bills, they're here in the playoffs, in the 2 seed. I thought they wasn't gonna make the playoffs. It's partially my Chiefs' fault. We had a chance to knock them out. We lost at home versus them. Cowboys had a chance to get them. They got smoked in Buffalo. Then Miami. Oh my God, I guess that's one where I was right. I told y'all at the end of every year, Miami just flames off for whatever reason. Seasons get a little bit colder. teams are better and then they can't hold their own. Tua, depending on how this playoff game goes, he might be out of a job next year, or at least he's not about to get a max contract extension in Miami, I wouldn't think. And then Cincinnati, they didn't make the playoffs. Obviously, I didn't think Joe Burrow was going to be out for the year with the injury, but I thought since he was going to be out of the playoffs and my Chiefs were going to be the ones to do that. That hit me and Kim Sanders, we told y'all to sprinkle on MVPs. One of them for me was Trevor Lawrence. Way wrong. He's looking every bit of a mediocre NFL quarterback. It's 3 years and there's no other excuse now. He's just average at best. But we also told y'all to sprinkle on Lamar because we saw the Ravens having a really good year as long as he can stay healthy. And if you sprinkle way back when, you finna cash out because he's the odds-on favorite to win MVP. So that's where we are right now with it. Cam Sanders, go ahead, talk about a little bit more of what else you had going on for the season coming into it and where those predictions land right now.
Okay, first of all, I think well with the Jets, I did have the Jets. Well, I think I had them third seed in the AFC. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers with 2 minutes into the game. it's not funny, but it's like, damn.
Why did he laugh?
because he came out. It's a home game with everything else. Flag, USA flag. He's running this shit.
He got the flag.
Hey, he didn't even complete a pass either. He was running for his life every step until his Achilles popped.
Bro, and then he carded over did this.
Y'all suck, bro.
Hey, that video they was posted afterwards was like Aaron Rodgers 2023 NFL season highlights, and it was just him walking out with the flag and then him on the ground. Oh, I'm going to hell.
Man, that definitely was tough. So that was unfortunate. Was wrong about that. And I had the Chargers 7 seed. That didn't happen at all. I had the Bengals 6 seed. At first, I mean, it was looking okay at first because they was bouncing back from the start of the year, and then obviously Joe Burrow got hurt and it was over after that. And then I had the Chiefs. I had y'all going undefeated. I remember that. I was talking. I was like, yeah, y'all going undefeated. I don't see nobody beating y'all. Patrick Mahomes is Travis Kelce. Nobody gonna stop him.
Yeah, we dropped the ball on that one, literally.
Yeah, so was wrong on that one. Obviously, you said MVP Lamar. Offensive Player of the Year. I had Jamar. That did not happen at all. Defensive Player of the Year, Parsons. I had. That could happen. I think that's still a possibility.
He just always he's always up like the favorite to start the year, and then the year comes to end, and he's like second or third always behind like TJ Watt.
They call him holding calls. He'd be number one,
right? Man. So yeah, I mean, for me, I actually got our playoff brackets put it on my phone right now, Kim, for what we had. The one I was way off on. Remember, I was so high on the Saints. I had them in the 3rd seed.
Oh yeah.
Dennis Allen, Derek Carr.
I had them 32.
I'm fading them for the rest of their careers as long as they in New Orleans. That was a garbage, literally hot garbage down there in New Orleans. On the flip side, I also had the Jets in 3rd place, and then Aaron Rodgers' Achilles snapped in half. I actually, let me see. Hold up. Maybe did I have it? No, I'm sorry. I had them in 4th place. I had the Ravens 3rd, Chiefs 1st. What did I have in the 2 seed? I had the Jaguars in the 2 seed. That's
crazy.
Real bad. It
was looking good at first.
It was looking good. Then they went and waved that terrible towel in Pittsburgh, and shit went downhill quick. They learned their lesson now. But I had the Chargers in 6th. Dolphins in 5th. So yeah, I got the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Steelers. I got the Steelers right. I got them in 7th place, making it. That was the thing. Was like Mike Tomlin, is he gonna have a losing season? Probably not. Will they be good? Probably not. But they still gonna be there. At the end of the day. And that's what it is, man. That's what it is. But Cam, Swan, Chris, what about y'all? What y'all think coming into the season and some of those predictions? How'd they turn out for y'all?
Well, I got the Bills one wrong. I can start that because I said with everybody leaving and then like that defense being hurt, I said that Buffalo was gonna make it, but somehow Miami pooped it. Now the second seed. I did say Cincinnati not gonna make it. I was right on that. I said I don't have faith with it. I said them losing Jesse Bates and other people on the defense on top of giving Orlando Brown all that money. He didn't even play good this year. He didn't replay at all. I said it's gonna haunt them, and then giving Joe Burrow all that money. Because I said they won't find a way. I said T Higgins, he's gonna be obviously gonna be frustrated in the locker room. He didn't show it, but we all know he's probably upset with the money. So like they're gonna have an issue with that. And then you gotta pay Jamar Chase now, and then you gotta give Tyler Boyd his money. So I already knew that's gonna be I didn't know Joe Burrow, would have like a season ending injury. I didn't know that, but I mean I did say they're not gonna make playoffs. I did say I thought the Jaguars would be higher. I thought they were actually gonna make it because of how everything went out last year. I was wrong with that. I definitely said that I thought the Eagles gonna be 12-5, but I was wrong by one pretty much lost at 11-6. I did say that they're not gonna repeat the as NFC champions. I said it's gonna be somebody else like Cowboys, which I was right on. And the one thing that definitely had me shocked though is that I wasn't sure how Mike McCarthy would call plays, knowing that Kellen Moore is out and then Amari Cooper gone and everything like that. And he definitely proved me wrong. Like CeeDee Lamb had arguably one of the best Cowboys years ever, like almost 1,800 yards receiving, I think like 14, 15 touchdowns. Yeah, he definitely earned that money. Because remember, at one point, Jerry Jones said they don't want to throw him the ball, but then look what he just did when they throw him the ball. So, other than that, I had Miami making it. I didn't think Cleveland was gonna. I didn't think they're gonna be because I thought I was worried about their offense with Deshaun Watson and everything. I had Baltimore being one of the high seasons because I wasn't too fond of Odell signing, but I was real hyped about them getting Zay Flowers, and so I already said they're gonna be like one of the top in the AFC with then Kansas City. I had Kansas City actually winning 10 more games, but things happen. And I think the last thing I was right on was trying to think. I think it was in NFC. Who was it? I think.
Detroit?
No. Who?
No. I was just throwing out Detroit just because they got
yeah. So remember, I said Detroit gonna be a dark horse. I said they're gonna be the one of the dark horse to look out for, and I said they're gonna finish top 3, which obviously they did. I said Jared Goff, they're gonna have a better year because last year how they were so close to making playoffs, and you see how everything went. So now they finally made it. That was really like the highest thing. So I still got my top 3. I said, and I did say Dan Campbell gonna finish as one of the coaches of the year, which he'll find this now. So them all mines.
That's good. I mean, shoot. Looking at my NFC side of the bracket, I'm just trying to even remember what I was thinking, bro. In the 7th seed, guess who I had?
Wait.
Bears.
Yeah. Y'all was high on Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Shoot. In the 6th seed, guess who I had?
I had Seattle.
I had the Giants.
What?
I don't know what
Why
I was.
did you do that?
I thought Brian Dable had not fixed Daniel Jones, but I thought he was able to make him like a good game manager. And like they had no business making it last year. And I was like, oh, second year, they'll probably be decent again, even though they won't be a real contender. But obviously that was way off. And Daniel Jones left early in the season with his torn ACL. I had the Lions in 4th facing off against the Eagles, so I got them. And I got the Cowboys right. Hey,
That's insane.
I caught it. I was
now
like,
I do want a disclaimer that Bryce gave up on the Cowboys
I did.
3 weeks ago.
I did.
He definitely did.
I did.
And he really tricked me into believing in them continuously, so that was cool. But he did give up on them. He was calling them cowgirls and
And now I'm like one of y'all biggest believers, bro. It's just crazy.
I'm not.
I don't
like getting my hopes up.
I was only out on y'all because Philly still had the NFC.
Bro, and I told y'all in the chat,
title.
bro. I kept
That's
telling
insane,
y'all,
Cam. I ain't gonna lie, Cam. That's ridiculous.
I kept saying, bro, and I kept everybody saying, bro, you a fan? How you don't believe? I was like, bro, I could be a fan and still speak facts. I'm like, bro, we don't look good. And they're like, man, it's the playoffs. Y'all can turn around and play. I was like, bro,
this is who y'all are.
No, like it's gonna take a miracle for that. I mean, I already know like Devontae, he already cleared to play. He's playing, and I think Jalen's playing. AJ is in the air. That don't mean anything. Bro, it's 2021 all over again, bro. Literally, like it doesn't even matter, bro.
That's fair. Yeah.
Clean house. I kept saying, they're like, bro, you don't believe in him? I said, no, bro. Like, bro, this is one of the worst off seasons. I was
them,
hyped about some of it, but not all of it.
them last
Bro,
games,
when they
y'all
gave
should've
Bradbury
won,
the
bro.
money, the first thing I said was, what happened to CJ? And they said, oh well, we offered CJ first, and they gave it to Bradbury. And I literally said, I'm cool with re-signing Bradbury, but I literally said not that much. I said 41 mil is crazy for his age. I said I'll probably give him 1 year, like on some a little bit less than Odell, probably like maybe 8 mil. I wouldn't give him 41 for 3 years, bro. That's crazy work. I'm not doing that. The only defensive back on the team deserved that is Slay, and I don't even get Slay that much.
Cause he's also old too. Yeah, that's
Exactly. He's 32, and Bradbury's like 31, but he moves like he's 38. Like, bro, like, come on, man.
that's facts. Yeah. So yeah, but if you go back and watch that first episode where I laid out how the Cowboys could do it, the whole premise was if y'all could get home field advantage and avoid the 49ers in the divisional, everything is lined up that way unless there are some major upsets that occur. Well, I guess my thought process was the Eagles will have to go to the 49ers and one of them is going to knock each other out, leaving the Cowboys to just have to beat the other. And that should happen as long as the 7th seed Packers don't win, and that would be versus the Cowboys, funny enough. So everything's in motion from what I said the first episode. But yeah, 3 weeks ago, after that loss to, what was it, Miami or Buffalo, I was like, yep.
I think it was Miami. It was Miami.
I'm
it
off
was
the
both.
It was both. It was back to back. I was like, man, this the same stuff I was worried about.
But the Miami one was more worse because it was like a last minute thing. Like it was like right there. Like I had it right there.
The Miami one didn't bother me because Miami is really good at home. Where they were 7-1, 8-1 at home.
But at the same time,
and we stuck on the road. It wasn't a surprise to me, like at all. And they're a decently good team. Like I know, like we should be good as well, but this is the same team that we just sat here and watched on TV last weekend, watching the Bills, expecting them to possibly win to a team that blew us out. So for them to be at home and for us to struggle on the road, that really wasn't a surprise to me. That Bills game hurt the most to me because I don't think Josh Allen is that good and the Bills are that good. But now they ain't sat here and caught fire. So I can't wait till we do our playoff predictions. So I'm going to let y'all know.
No, the reason why I said the Miami game would upset me more because Miami was like before they played y'all, I think it was like 0-4, 0-5 against playoff teams. So like that was like that one win right there they got. And Buffalo, they didn't even pass it. He only threw for like 57 yards.
So were we though, Cam. We didn't have any wins against playoff teams or any team that was above 500. It was literally the Butt Bowl. They just happened to be at home.
That's what I'm saying. So like Miami, both you and Miami, both like 0 and something against playoff teams. Buffalo, they didn't even do much. They just ran the ball. Cook went for almost 200 yards. That's what
every
I'm saying.
game that we've lost because
it's mainly because of the run. If y'all had stopped the run, it would have been a different game. Because Adam was
say that about all of our losses. We've lost every game on the run. Arizona,
most of our games
Buffalo,
y'all lost
Dolphins,
mainly because of the run too. Like a lot of running backs were going off. Pretty much, that's what it was.
Not even going off, bro. Our run defense sucked.
That's what I'm saying. The run defense going off.
Not good.
Like James Cook, ain't no way James Cook should have 179 yards, bro. And I'm not saying he's sorry, bro. He's not a household name to me.
If anybody want to be,
I mean, the AFC. If you look at the running backs in the AFC, I mean, Nick Chubb got hurt. Derrick Henry had like the quietest 1,100, 1,200 yards ever. Like I didn't even know he had 3 yards. I think he's top 3 in yards, and I didn't even know that.
I think it was top 2, bro.
Yeah, it's quiet as hell. You know, I didn't even know that. So the AFC running backs really not that solid. Running backs in Baltimore can't stay healthy. That's a cemetery over there for them. So that's the Achilles ACL cemetery over there. So it's not really that many good running backs in AFC. So of course, like you're gonna have running backs like that make the Pro Bowl. That's like Tyler Huntley making Pro Bowl last year as quarterback.
That's fair.
It ain't impressive to me when a running back run all over us.
Yeah, NFC had better running backs than AFC this year.
Well, you already know that's going to be the formula this week for the Packers with Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. So I hope,
and that's how they play.
Find something different.
Yeah, I don't know what it's with Aaron Jones, but every time he plays the Cowboys, he just turned to a different person. I don't know why. I don't know what he got against him. I don't know what he got against the Cowboys, but it's like every time he plays him.
Isn't he from Texas or something?
He went to school in El Paso. He went to UTEP.
Yeah, he was a Cowboys fan. I'm pretty sure.
So I think like every time he played him, he just turned to a different person. And he put on a
A
Cowboy
weirdo.
hat for some reason.
I think y'all passed on him in the draft too, even though a lot of
I think
teams
that-
passed on him. But that one hurt his heart since y'all passed on him. But
Like
yeah,
boo
Bill-
boo.
I can't even say what I want to say for real. But
But yeah, man, let's hop into this playoff bracket wild card weekend. Let's discuss about all of these games, man. First up on the slate, Saturday afternoon, Cam. I'm gonna pass it to you first. Your team at home, CJ Stroud, first playoff game in his career. D'Amico Ryan's first playoff game as a head coach. Joe Flacco. Cleveland's been on fire. They still got a solid defense, except I saw your tweet earlier. Denzel Ward hurt in practice. That's crazy.
look
So
how
he
happy
might
is.
not be playing.
It's crazy.
I know you got y'all winning. So what's the game script? How do y'all get it done?
Oh, come on, man. And you know what? It's gonna be so beautiful because I'm gonna be in the building watching it.
Oh, you going?
Yeah,
Oh,
you go.
You know,
That's wild.
I gotta be there, man. I gotta be there, man. So this is what I think the game plan.
I hope they win, bro.
I hope they win too, cause this is what I think the game plan is gonna be, man. So on defense, I ain't gonna lie. During the regular season, D'Amico got embarrassed by Joe Flacco. I mean, simply embarrassed by Joe Flacco. This time around, it has to be different. I mean, it simply has to be different if we think we're going to win this game. But I think they scored like 35, 37 points or something like that. That just simply just can't.
I think they touched 40 on y'all.
Yeah, that just simply just can't happen at all. So I think the scoring for them gonna come down just a tad bit. But in that game, we didn't have Will Anderson. We didn't have one of our best covering linebackers in Blake Cashman. Both of them is going to be back this game. So I think the game plan on the defense side is obviously take Amari Cooper out at any cost. He cannot get 200 yards again at all whatsoever. So I look for D'Amico to game plan around Amari pretty much. And pretty much double him. Have safety over the top or whatever. So yeah, I'm looking for that. And so obviously who Joe Flacco gonna throw the ball to? It should be Njoku, their tight end. So I look for him to get a lot of targets. But like I said, Blake Cashman should be on him, and he's one of the better covering linebackers in the game right now. So that should be the game plan. And also, we should blitz the hell out of Joe Flacco. I know the regular season game, he was getting away from us like a lot of sacks. He just keeps getting out of it. But I would still blitz him, whatever. He's like a 40-year-old man, can't really move around good that much. So I feel that has to be the game plan on the defensive side. On the offensive side for us, obviously we didn't have CJ that game, so that's gonna be a big difference. What's it called? We gotta have either one of Noah Brown which is crazy to say, we gotta have either one of Noah Brown or Robert Woods play. I know it's crazy to say. I'm sorry. That's our receiver 2 and 3. I'm sorry. But we need at least one of them to play. So they'll free up Nico or whatever. I'm pretty sure they're gonna game plan around stopping Nico. So yeah, we need one of them to play. Having CJ obviously is gonna be a big deal, whatever. Denzel Ward gonna be game time decision. I believe. I know Grant Delpit should be. Well, he's not going to be back. They said he was out or whatever. So yeah, their defense a little bit banged up. We're getting a little bit healthy right now. I know it's some. I believe the last 40 matchups with Laramie Tunsil and Myles Garrett has only had one pressure, no sacks, which is crazy. So I know they're gonna try to move him around. He probably gonna be on the left end. So he'll be on our right tackle, George Fant, whatever. Just praying, George Fant, give CJ some time, bro. Just give CJ some time to ball out his hands. But yeah, it's gonna be up to CJ. It's gonna be up to we gotta be able to throw. and gonna be up to Devin Singletary to we have to pound the rock. I mean, he's gonna have to run the ball 20 times for for the play action to work and stuff like that. So I think that's the game plan.
Okay, what's the final score prediction? What you thinking?
Final score, I'm gonna say probably like 21-17 us.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
crazy.
Cleveland is right now 2-point favorite. So you finna use some of that AFC
Oh
South
yeah.
champion money and
Oh yeah, for
I'm
sure.
gonna use all of it, love.
For sure. Oh yeah.
okay. I dig it. Chris, how you feel this one goes? Browns versus Texas.
I mean, I got the Texans winning. It's crazy because I went to that game and I remember just sitting down, first play of the game, Amari Cooper, big old catch. I was just like, man, that's how it's gonna be. And I don't know why they never sat there and tried to focus on him the rest of the game. Maybe they just kind of gave up, knowing they didn't have CJ and those key pieces. But I was telling my dad and my grandpa, my uncle who was there with me, like the Browns don't really put up points like that. You know what I mean? Like they put up points when they got to. Like I think that Ravens game was kind of the first time I noticed them putting up like a lot of points, but it's because they had to. This game, they was just putting up points. And I don't that's not like them. So I think the Texans with CJ, they're a team that puts up points. I don't know why y'all defense is struggling that day, but y'all's defense is actually pretty good. So I would hope that y'all slow that down. I'm just gonna go on a whim and say that that was a miracle game for Cleveland, and they just got lucky, right? Like CJ wasn't there. It is what it is. I mean, honestly, if CJ was there, maybe the margin wouldn't have been as large, even though some of the points that y'all got came like in the latter half of the game. But I don't think the margin would have been as large as it was so early in the game if CJ was there. So I think that'll say a lot about how the game is gonna go. So, but I got the Texans winning. I actually had 21-18 in my head. So when Cam said 21-17, that's why I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, that makes my like that.
Okay. What about you, Swan? How you feeling about this one?
Don't hate me. Don't
Nah,
hate me.
no. I already know.
At
Man.
home for the first playoff game, that's
Don't hate me,
crazy.
bro.
We're not
Don't hate
supposed to
me.
win. We're not supposed to win.
No,
That's
I'm not.
fair.
No, I
No,
want.
don't say that. Don't say that. Y'all winning.
Nah, that's what you
No.
gotta say. This is what you gotta say.
This a rebuild. I forgot to put that in my what's it called? This a rebuild year. This a rebuild
It's a
year.
rebuild year.
We're not supposed to be here, man.
Y'all the OKC Thunder from last year, bro. He wants to be in the playoffs, bro. You
Look,
just happen to be there.
Happy to be here.
the only reason I'm saying Cleveland, bro, is bro. We know how the NFL script writers are, bro. They want to see Joe Flacco go into Baltimore.
Hell no.
They they know they want to see
They
that,
do
bro.
not care about that
No,
That
man,
is a
bro.
thing.
no.
Yeah.
But
No
no, I
way.
got Cleveland, bro, because of not even just experience in general. It's just I feel like when it comes to like that time, they're gonna show like who's poised and who's not. And not saying Houston is not poised, but it's gonna really show like what can Noah Brown step up as a wide receiver too? Can Robert Woods finally be healthy? That's gonna really determine that. And as far as the injuries, that wouldn't be concerning Cleveland because like I saw Baltimore that they're really deep as far as the defense. And so it's all gonna come down to who can cover who receiver wise, but I'm still gonna roll with them, but I gotta be in like 23-20 Cleveland.
Okay. That's fair. Uh, for me, my heart says Texans, but what Cam just made a good point was
It does make
the
sense.
NFL script. Like I could easily see them Cleveland advancing, so we get that matchup. To Heat goes into Baltimore, and Baltimore with their recent playoff history, it's like if Lamar lose that to Joe Flacco, the guy's job he took, I can only imagine how media will run with that. But I say this one is neck and neck throughout. Obviously Denzel Ward, if he's not able to go, that's a big loss for Cleveland. But I think CJ is going to perform well. Me and Cam were talking on the last episode. I mean, I've always liked him at Ohio State. I know the Ohio State quarterback stigma, but in my eyes, like especially what we saw the last playoff game we played in college versus Georgia, and where he went off until his kicker sold him. I think CJ is a primetime player. You seen it last week, getting here, beating the Colts in Indy. I think he's gonna have a great game, throw for 250 plus, 2 touchdowns. But in the end, I think it's going to be tied and CJ's gonna pull off some magic, and then Joe Flacco is gonna march down the field and get him into field goal range somehow, some way, and boom, there goes the script. Flacco to Baltimore for the divisional showdown versus Lamar. So I'm gonna go 27-24 Browns. But I'm really I want the Texans to win this. I want to see them win. And then if y'all win, I think you get the rematch with Baltimore as long as the Chiefs and the Bills take care of business. So I know Cam has been wanting that one. He said that a couple weeks ago, but I would want to see CJ Stroud now versus that Baltimore defense than when he got him his first game of his career. And he was putting up numbers. They just weren't able to put up any points on the board for real with touchdowns. So that's how I'm feeling for that game. Next up, Saturday night game. My Chiefs versus the Dolphins. This is the frozen tundra game. I think they said -30 wind chill,
-30, boy.
0 degrees
Crazy.
outside, snowing. Man,
you gotta bet the house,
bro. It went over.
I already did. I already bet the house.
Okay, let me.
Sorry,
I'll take this one first. Let me get started because I said what I said in the group chat the other day when I was like, our defense would shut y'all down, Cam. I was like, but let me further explain. So I've watched every snap, every second of every Chiefs game, obviously. And every single game we've played this year, besides I think the Green Bay game where they actually just did it straight up, no team has put up over 17 points on us for real, unless there was a pick six or a turnover by us or a crucial drop that led to an interception in our own territory where then the defense is back on the wall and they might even still hold to field goal, but that's what boosts the team over the 17-point threshold. But every other game, our defense locks everybody up. It doesn't matter. Like, we might give up 14 in the first half. That means we shutting them down in the second half. We might shut them down in the first half, and we might give up 10 to 14 in the second half. But nobody ever gets above 17. L'Jarius Sneed got robbed of a Pro Bowl bid, which sucks because that adds to your the amount you could get on your next contract. But he is not allowed a receiver to go over 40 yards this year besides Devontae Adams once. And he's played Devontae Adams twice. He's locked up Justin Jefferson. He's locked up Keenan Allen. He's locked up Stephon Diggs. He's locked up
He locked up AJ.
He's locked up everybody. Wide receiver one. He locked up Tyreek Hill. And if they in the snow with Tua's arm in the cold, we locking up Tyreek again. They might be able to. They're gonna have to run some type of trick just so he's hand the ball out to him to really get him going, I think. But I think our defense is gonna come to play, and we're gonna lock the Dolphins up. What comes into play is, can the offense literally just? They don't even have to play a great game of football. Can they just not turn over the ball and not have a drop that turns into a pick six or a drop that's wide open on a crucial third down? That's all they got to do. And really, with the weather, we shouldn't be throwing the ball at all.
Yeah.
Hand the ball to Isaiah Pacheco and let him run down Miami's throat because Miami's defense is super banged up. They just signed Justin Houston off the couch this week. They got, I think, Melvin Ingram. All former Chiefs player on their defensive line this week versus us, and they've all been in and out the league the last 3 years. So we don't just turn around, hand the ball to Pacheco, and let him eat. I don't know what's wrong with us. This is literally the perfect game. It's playoff football, smash mouth football, whatever you want to call it. That's got to be the formula. It'll open up the play action game so much better. Pacheco's prop is at 60.5, so that's what I am betting the house on. Pacheco over 60.5 yards. I think he has the potential to hit that in the first half when we play this game the way we're supposed to. And then when I was on EFT 21 Sports Show the other day on Tuesday night, and I'll link that in the description so y'all can go check that out. Eric invited me on once again. I literally said from last year, me and Cam recorded our playoff episode, and I was like, for y'all that don't watch the Chiefs, besides like the first playoff game we ever played with Mahomes, Travis Kelce always gets a touchdown in all the playoff games we play. He rested, chose to not go for that 8 straight 1K record. He's fresh. I told y'all he's been banged up all year. God knows what's really injured, but we know he doesn't look the same. Think that week of rest will be good for his body. We hand the ball to Pacheco, play action. Kelce should be wide open. Van Ginkel, the linebacker for Miami, he's out. Xavier Howard's out. Their defense is completely banged up. Our offense should get right, run the ball, throw it to Kelce on third and medium. Let's get out of there with with the win, and let's go on to whoever that might be, probably Buffalo. But think we're negative 4-point favorites. I'm gonna stay away from the spread because Chiefs love to mess me over when I bet that. I think the over under was 44. I would bet under because, like I said, I think our defense is gonna shut them down, and our offense, while I think we could be better, I don't think we're about to just go put up 30 points or anything in this type of game. So definitely go under there. But I think we win the game probably like 21-10, 21-13, something like that. So that's how I'm feeling about it. Saturday night, solely on Peacock. So if you don't got Peacock, you better get it or use Stream Me or something, because that's the only way you can watch the game, which is crazy in itself, man. But that's how I'm feeling, man. And Tyreek's first game back in Arrowhead, whole place gonna be rocking. I've seen Miami fans, they've been complaining, talking about the NFL need to move the game. Hell no, y'all better come deal with this
That's
weather.
what home field advantage
That's
is.
home field advantage is, literally. So they get it in the beginning of the year when they got their stadium built to have
Yeah, the
105-degree
sun,
heat
yeah.
beaming
That's
on players.
crazy,
Y'all
bro.
can deal with 0-degree weather in Kansas City. Y'all be all right.
It ain't that bad,
It's
bro.
gonna hurt a little bit more when you get hit, by people like L'Jarius Sneed and Justin Reed. So looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. If we lose that, man, I'm going into hiding. There's really, as long as we take care of the ball, there's no reason for us to lose this game with how Miami is playing right now, and that's what it is. But the way our offense is played this year and the way Chiefs games go, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some stupid mistake somewhere that keeps the game close and on edge, because we can't ever win easy, no matter how. Even our Super Bowl runs, we never win easy at all. So, but I'll pass it to whoever next want to touch this game. Tell me how y'all think this plays out.
I told everybody and their mama, dog, daughter, son, dad, grandpa that I got the Chiefs winning. Like I said earlier, NFL script, they know what they're doing. They want Tyreek to go back. But that weather gonna play a factor. Miami can never play in the cold weather. As you seen how they play with Buffalo every year, they always fumble. That Tua can never play in cold weather. The only person on that team probably can handle the cold weather and still not gonna do much is Tyreek because he was used to it when he was Kansas City. But that weather's gonna be a huge factor. And alongside the defense, I'm glad you said that everybody's out, so they can't stop the run at all with Pacheco. Just run the ball. That's literally all you gotta do is run the ball. And then I won't even solely say Pacheco. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's been stepping up a little bit lately.
He has been pretty decent. I gotta give him his props. I know I'd be on his little chunky ass, but
he's been very decent. So I feel like in that game he'll have a huge factor as well. Is that because they're gonna run the ball a lot? So I feel like, of course, Pacheco will go over his yards. I feel like Edwards-Helaire is somebody you should look after as well if you try to get some props. I got the game going. Probably, I would say 23-13. It's gonna be a game like that. It's gonna be a whole lot. And then on top of Miami not able to throw the ball, they're gonna rely on Raheem Mostert too much, and he's been banged up. Chain been banged up, so it's like their running game's gonna be banged up. So what can they do? And then you also got to depend on Tua. He can't throw in the weather, and so even Jalen Water been banged up. So it's like their whole entire team really just are fragile right now. So I got them winning 23. I got Kansas City winning 23-13.
Chris, Cam, who next?
Oh man.
I mean, I ain't really got much to say. I mean, we've all seen the news, and we all know Tua don't play well in the wintertime. I think that's really the stat right there. Kansas City finna be extremely cold. And in all honesty, I think I really don't want to jinx it, so I don't want to say too much. But this is a game that Kansas City should win. The Dolphins ain't been playing all that great. So it's kind of written in the stars for them. I got it. I think I'm gonna go 2010, bro. I really don't think the Dolphins gonna score really much at all. If they do, let's call it garbage time. Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals for Kansas City.
Cam, what about you?
Now, I'm gonna play a little bit of devil advocate here. You know I hate going against Mahomes, but I'm gonna have to do it here. And my thing about this is, okay, y'all not the best at stopping the run, but y'all not the worst at stopping the run. Y'all like right there in the middle. I feel like and I know Mostert and A-Chain been hurt, but both of them, what they both do have, so obviously speed, but they both have like big play abilities, and I just feel like Mike McDaniel he gonna call something up, and they both of them is gonna just in a blink of an eye. We seen it with A-Chain. In a blink of an eye, he just pop up the middle and going. Next thing you know, it's a 70-yard touchdown run, a 60-yard touchdown run. So I think if they both gonna have both of them running ball. Then also, you got Rick on the outside. Tua, I don't really see them throwing the ball that much. I think it's really going to be with both teams. I don't really see them really throwing the ball that much because, like, if you look on the other side of the Chiefs, Kelsey is there, Rasheed Rice is there, but other than that, who can you really
If
trust?
we open the game throwing the Marquez Valdez Scantling, I'm gonna just turn the shit off.
Bro,
Game plan, bro. It's gonna work.
Bro,
I mean, at this point, you would
that was
think
pissing me off so bad.
you would think it has to work because at some point, like, he has to catch the ball. So
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I hope he does. I hope he does. But like I said, I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate here. Everybody's going Chiefs. I'm gonna go with Miami here. But I think it's gonna be like a very low scoring game, like
Yeah.
a 14-13, maybe even lower than that. Like I said, man, I think it's gonna be something where it's like A-Chain's gonna just break out for a long touchdown run, and then like y'all get on offense, you're not gonna be able to move the ball that much, that will, whatever. It's good for you though that I'm saying this because every time I go against Mahomes shuts my ass up. So yeah.
Maybe this is the year, Cam. Maybe. Yeah.
If we win this, do me a favor. Pick if we play the Bills next week. Pick the Bills.
I'll pick the Bills
Keep
for you.
picking the other team. Keep picking
I'm
the
gonna do
other
that for
team.
you.
For sure. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a nice battle. I hope it's like actually snowing too, because it's been snowing there all week. I hope it's not just cold and frozen and like they sweep off the field, of course, and then there is no more snow. Because last year it was supposed to be a snow game with the Bills and Dolphins. It wasn't a playoff game, but it was like the last game of the season, I think. And then they swept up all the snow, and then it wasn't snowing anymore for real. So it wasn't a snow game. But I want to see us in a playoff snow game. That's the one thing I really haven't seen it with the Mahomes. I think a first game versus Indy way back in 2018, there was flurries, but that was about it. Yeah, man, I'm excited for it. Excited for the challenge. See if the Chiefs can finally get something put together, shut everybody up. They keep saying, like, oh, we just got to do some things on our own. We can get it together. Like Cam said about his Eagles, at this point, like it is, y'all are who y'all are. So can we really believe you? But like I said, they literally just have to take care of the ball. That's it. Defense, we have a top 2 defense finally in Mahomes' era. All the offense has to do is not screw up. If they don't screw up, the defense can carry us literally. And Pacheco, feed him, he can carry us as well. This the one run Mahomes don't need to be godlike for us to win it all. We can do other things to win football games, and I hope they tap into that for real. But moving on to Sunday of the wild card weekend. First up, Steelers Bills. TJ Watt is out of this one for Pittsburgh. Buffalo is 10-point favorites. While Buffalo hasn't played well, and I can see them maybe not covering this 10-point spread, still think they're gonna win this game. But it could get a little dicey. We never know. Josh Allen might be good for 1 or 2 interceptions. Y'all seen how he's been playing the last couple weeks, but he keeps getting saved, and
Bro,
the
he
Bills
threw
are
a
now the
pick.
2 seed. So
No, he threw a pick to Eli Apple. Like, come on, bro.
he's
Eli Apple, make him feel good. No,
So he might give it one, but I think they'll figure it out somehow, some way. And they're going up against Mason Rudolph. The Bills defense shouldn't have any problems facing Mason Rudolph. And I don't know what the weather is for that game, but I would suspect it's probably pretty cold too in Buffalo down there. So I'm going with Buffalo on this one. I think the score will be something like 24-17, maybe 27-17. I think Bills get it done. And then that would set up a Chiefs Bills playoff matchup, but this time it will be in Buffalo. Oh boy, we're gonna get to the rest of the playoff predictions after this, but I got some stuff to say about all that. So, KF Swan, how you think this one plays out?
um, TJ Watt being out is going to be a huge factor for them. Because the defense, they've had like a couple of issues with injuries left and right. Minka had missed a couple of games this year, so it's gonna be a toss up. I think Quan Alexander's out for the season, so he was like that was a huge hit for them. If he was still with them, if I'm mistaken. So I got Buffalo winning this one. I want to say maybe like 24, like 24-13, something like that. Maybe even probably more than that, but they will have a hard time actually covering the pass. The only reason I say this is because like outside of they're gonna put like a whole lot of rookie DBs on these receivers on Diggs and everybody, and then the only person who can mess it up for the pass is Allen. Like you said, if he just trying to be a superhero and throwing one-legged passes and everything like that off the foot, that's gonna really mess it up. But as far as the Steelers on their offensive side, I'm not really sold at all. Like it took Najee Harris forever to get 1,000 yards, just that alone. Pickens and started getting the ball until Mason Rudolph became the starter, and he had like back-to-back good games until like the very last game. He only had he had 0 yards. So he sold me on fantasy. But luckily I got saved. But yeah, their offense I'm not really sold at all. Like we don't know if either him or Deontay Johnson gonna get the ball. So I'm not really sold that offense at all. I mean, Mason Rudolph been balling, don't lie, but playoffs, I'm not sold on it. So it should knock on wood be an easy win for Buffalo, and just go from there.
Chris, how you think this one plays out?
Man, give me 13-10, bro. Game-winning drive from Josh Allen for a field goal. He don't get the touchdown. He want the touchdown, but he don't get it. But they still gonna talk good about him on the news because he just been on a tear lately. And even though he threw however many interceptions last week, he still sat here and brought his team to AFC East champs. And they're gonna go on to face Kansas City in Buffalo, where he's gonna prove that he's better than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He gonna struggle all game though. 13-10, he gonna struggle all game. In that last minute, they gonna glaze. You gonna see it though. You gonna see it
every week. Cause shoot, last week they was terrible, and then they get the punt return for the touchdown. Now it's a ball game, and it's like Miami Heat. All y'all had to do was just play solid, y'all, and then they don't score a point in the second half with that offense. Tyreek Hill dropping everything. Buffalo's been getting saved, but like I said, my Chiefs are part of the reason. I can't even say too much because we choked versus them, and we could have beat them and knocked them out of the playoffs. But here they are, and yeah, can't wait to see how Josh Allen gets glazed. Let them go off too versus this lowly Steelers team without TJ Watt. Oh my God, is Josh Allen destined for a Super Bowl this year? If Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl, even though Lamar Jackson just won his second MVP, is Josh Allen the best quarterback in the AFC? Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear it, man. But Kev said, how you feeling about this one?
I think this is probably one of the only games that's going to be a flat out blowout. I think Buffalo I think they're going to get them done, get them out of here. Honestly, the team that really should want the Browns and the Steelers to be out the playoffs, it should be the Ravens, because I feel like those two teams are literally the only two teams that in the AFC side that can really like
give them some run.
Yeah, really can like challenge them or whatever. But I got Buffalo in this one. I think it's gonna be like a 35-7 type of game, 35-14. I think Buffalo gonna easily handle them.
That's fair. Yeah, I can easily see them like just blowing them out. Usually they do blow out bad teams.
Yes.
But this last month they've been playing bad football. They've just been winning, and it keeps getting glossed over because they're winning. But it seems like, we talk about that roller coaster with them and Josh Allen. It seems like they should have one of them games where it's like they get super high before they come crashing back down. So, matter of fact, I hope they do blow them out. I hope my Chiefs win, and then they come into the game riding that high so they can come right back down. But it sucks because, like, the Steelers have no business being here, and then I just know if they do get blown out, they're gonna be like, is Mike Tomlin really a good coach? He hasn't had a losing season in 17 seasons, but he has relatively no playoff success besides that one Super Bowl.
You can't glaze Josh Allen without uplifting the Steelers, though. You can't do it, bro.
True.
You gotta.
Bryce, I had a whole debate about that, bro. So like, it's like a side note. So somebody gonna tell me that Mike Vrabel was not a tier 1 coach. I say, excuse me.
Look what happens in Tennessee since they let him go.
And I told him, I said, bro, this is the same coach that took Ryan Tannehill to the divisional round, bro, and he won Coach of the Year. Like, you telling me that?
He took him to the AFC Championship game the first year we won.
Exactly. Then this man said that, Mike Tomlin never lost a losing season. I said, bro, you sound like the media right now, bro. Like, that doesn't matter. He hasn't won anything since Big Ben retired, bro. He had the big three and haven't won with them, bro. I'm not hearing that. So that's why when you said that whole never lose season, I'm like, bro, I'm tired of hearing that, bro. And I'm not even against Mike Tomlin. He's a great coach, bro. But that narrative gets tiring, bro. Like, they're really dragging that narrative at this point. Like,
9-8 finishes and celebrating. It's like,
I
guess props the streak goes on, but it's not good.
Right, that's annoying, bro. That's like everybody celebrating Miami for making the finals in the last couple years and they haven't won, bro. It's
3:30 Sunday slate, prime time game, Fox. Go ahead, Chris.
Who plays then?
You got that, like Cam said, the script writers was in a bag this year, man.
Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all,
McCarthy versus Dallas. McCarthy versus Green Bay. Jordan Love first playoff game has a chance to do what Aaron Rodgers did many of years to Dallas. How y'all get this one done? How your boys get the road to the Super Bowl started this year?
Oh my God, bro. If I use logic right now, I'd be a pessimist. But I haven't. Bro, my thing about it is I feel like I could beat the Dallas Cowboys, personally. Give me a team of some hard knocks, you feel me? And make sure they all
been playing Madden the last 4 weeks.
Listen. Make sure they just don't fumble the ball. Because I'm just gonna run it every single play. I really don't care. I don't know what it is about Dan Quinn, and I'm not gonna really bash him that much because he's really good at making adjustments. I've noticed. Like, I feel like he makes them a little bit too late though. But if we struggle in the first half, beginning of the second half, he's on his A game. Like, it's like a whole different team. So I do enjoy that. But I also hate seeing a problem and then somebody continuously doing the same thing. Like, let's try something else at one time, right? And I don't think Dan does that. So if I'm Green Bay, I know all the hype is about Jordan Love and him being the next Aaron Rodgers for the Cowboys, whatever the case is. But this is not a Jordan Love game. It really is AJ Dillon game. The other dude, I forgot his name. It's their game. And Green Bay been running the ball like that, right? They did that all last year too, just rotating them out, right? One super strong, one's more mature, I guess you would say. If we don't find a way to stop the run, even if we win this game and they get like 200 rushing yards on us, Super Bowl talks are done. It does not matter. We could win in the divisional round, right? It doesn't matter because we're gonna have to play San Francisco, and they win by running the ball. We have not been able to stop the run all year. This is the game. This is kind of like you and your Kansas City Chiefs. If our offense just got to get right, just get right, just don't mess up. Our defense, we got to figure out how to stop the run. And I sat there and I watched that Buffalo game, and I don't know what Dan was doing or what Mike was doing, or if they was trying to test something out for the playoffs since they felt like they was doing all right record-wise. But we was never putting any pressure on anybody. Same thing with Arizona. I don't know why we never blitzed. We never came at them strong. We always gave a fat gap in between the linebackers and the safeties, or the linebackers and the D-line. Like, you're going to get 5-7 yards every time, and you could do that all the way down the field. That's how we lose this game. How we win this game is preventing that. How we win this game is obviously by Dak connecting with CD, because that's what's been working. On top of that, I need Tony to start chugging his legs for real. Like, it's kind of too late to want that from him, but it's playoff time, and if you want to get paid, you want it to be RB1, this is what it comes with. He's had some good spurts the last couple of weeks when it came to running, but nothing like what we saw last year. And I think that's in part to the fact that we probably use him more than we should. I think he was better when he was alternating with Zeke, and they were getting those reps split down the middle pretty much. I think McCarthy's figured that out. He's brought Rico in a lot more. I love the way Rico runs. I think he runs way harder. I think he runs. What's up, Carly? You know them Cowboys gonna win.
Hey,
Cowboys
Marlon.
Nation. Cowboys Nation.
Relax.
Nah, but I love the way Rico runs, man. He runs hard. He runs like Pollard did last year. So I think Rico. I think Brandon Cooks. Obviously Micah, Hankins, Bell. I'm not even gonna say Bland because he gives up as many interceptions that he gives up like the most yards in regards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a ball hawk. He's just like Trayvon, right? So I'm not even gonna say him. Gilmore for sure. Like, those are the guys that I'm looking for in the playoffs in general that kind of step up. Hopefully they help the rush game since they typically like to play the pass defense, which respective that's their positions, but we're gonna need help behind them linebackers, man. I say we get it done though. I'm gonna say 34-17.
Okay.
It ain't gonna happen again, bro. Ain't no drop passes this game.
Dude.
I just knocked on wood.
Kev Sanders, who you think win this one? Packers or Cowboys?
Man, this is probably the scariest. This is probably gonna be
Scary. I'm scared as hell.
Yeah, this is gonna be the scariest game for the Cowboys. This is probably gonna be the closest game I feel like in their playoff run that they should have this year. I got Dallas in this one though. I just I know they got bad what's it called with the Packers
Luck.
Yeah, bad luck with the Packers,
okay.
whatever. Yeah, bad juju with
Juju.
the Packers because obviously Aaron Rodgers was there and the Dez Bryant he didn't catch it game. Then Aaron Rodgers he had 40 seconds left. Then he threw the ball to.
All right. We know what happened. Okay.
Just imagine that goes down and scores with like a minute left,
bro.
and they up 2, and like every Cowboys fan gonna be silent and say like they should be hype, but everybody gonna be silent because it's gonna be like, oh my god, is this gonna be deja vu? That selfie that guy took, like, oh, they think they won. It's a minute 24 left. Oh,
but nah, man. The thing is with this game, can the Green Bay Packers get to 35 points? Can they get to 35 points? And the answer that I think is going to be no. I just don't think they can get there. I think Dallas is going to get there. Not necessarily saying it's going to be a blowout, but I think it's probably going to be a blowout. It's probably going to be like a 35-21, 35-17 type of game. Dallas is just, I don't know what it is. They just too good in Jerry's world, man. I think Dak, yeah, here we go. I think he gonna be ready to get going or whatever. I think CD gonna be unstoppable against Jair. That's gonna be a good matchup though. But yeah, I think he's gonna be unstoppable, whatever. He is. Can TP get going? That's gonna be a thing. Need to see TP get going during this playoff. And then also, obviously Brandon Cooks, then you got Ferguson. But yeah, no, I like Dallas in this matchup, man.
What's Gabby Douglas' boyfriend name?
Gabby Douglas' boyfriend, that's his name.
Oh,
husband,
yeah,
whatever you would call.
Yeah, whatever he is.
I forgot his name, honestly. But guess what? What about you? Cowboys, Packers. How you see this one playing out?
I feel like I got the Cowboys winning it. I feel like this game they're finally going to figure out the run, how to stop the run. Like I said, the biggest threat is obviously Aaron Jones, and I guess you can say AJ Dillon, depending on how they do the 1-2 punch. The Packers receiving core has not been healthy, obviously. Like Romeo Dawes been hurt, Christian Watson hamstring issues. So of course, and they're young as well. So putting them against like Stephon Gilmore, Deron Bland is going to be like a mismatch. To where Cowboys have pretty much have the advantage there. And then on top of that, they're a younger team. I think they're one of the youngest teams in the league, if not mistaken, especially on their defense too, with Quay Walker leading them in tackles and stuff. The biggest factor, of course, would be Jair Alexander, but with his off the field issues and then his midfield issues and then health issues, that's going to be make or break for him. Is he's going to be really focused or is he going to be on the same stuff he's been on? So I got the Cowboys winning this one. I probably would say maybe I want to say 35-20. The only thing they'll get at 20 is because of the run, but I feel like they'll figure it out last minute.
I got the Cowboys winning this. But look, this is what it comes down to for me. Is Matt LaFleur about to coach circles around Mike McCarthy? Because it's very possible. Matt LaFleur, this Packers team is one of the youngest teams in the league. I think they got the youngest wide receiver core in the league, and somehow, some way, they found their way into the playoffs. They're super dangerous because they can run the ball. Matt LaFleur can dial up some really good plays. He's a part of that. He's not a part of the tree, but remember, it was him, McVay, Shanahan, all on one roster with Washington back in the day. And in Mike McCarthy's clock management, his anti-analytic BS that he be doing, if he does that this game and leaves the door open, it's going to be a chance for Green Bay to steal the game. So it starts off from the script, I'm sure, Dallas, if y'all win the toss, y'all are going to defer. Can y'all get Green Bay off the field to start off the game? Because if they're able to run the ball, take 7-8 minutes off the clock, the first drive, score, it's going to be a long game because they've already got control of you behind the 8 ball. But if y'all can get them gone off the field quick or score first, y'all are good to go. But then when that third quarter hits with the last 2 minutes and y'all got the ball heading into the fourth, is Mike McCarthy going to get super progressive and not run the plays y'all should be running and not chew up the clock? And then it's probably going to come down to, it's going to be 20-17 or something. And y'all got the ball with 6 minutes left. All you got to do is pick up probably 2 first downs. Game over. You might pick up the first. Then it'll be 1st and 10. And Mike McCarthy might dial up a pass play for no reason. Incomplete pass. Clock stops. That saves Green Bay a timeout. And then it's oh my! Does this come back to bite you? For viewing purposes, I know this isn't your viewing purpose, Chris, but I do.
I'm not going to view it. I'm not going to watch it.
I do want to see Green Bay get the ball with time left to either go tie or win the game, just to see what Jordan Love is made of.
So I got something for you.
But I think the Cowboys should win this one as long as Mike McCarthy doesn't fumble it for them. I think Dak is going to play a good game. I think that defense is going to get to Jordan Love a bit when they can. If y'all can't get Green Bay in the 3rd and long, so force them to pass. And I think Cowboys win this 31-20.
What's your best case scenario score and your worst case scenario score?
Best case scenario is 31-20, 31-14. Worst case scenario is it's 20-17 or 24-21. Green Bay has the ball with a minute left and 2 timeouts. And you're oh God, here we go. Jordan Love, because I'm not saying he's Aaron Rodgers, but some of the passes he be making it look very Aaron Rodgers-esque.
He's going to lock in.
And if he does some stuff crazy, and it's going to be oh my God, it's Aaron Rodgers all over. You know they're going to be saying, the commentators going to be talking about it as it happens.
Oh, you remember that game back in 20? Oh, shut the
they gonna flash back to it, I'm sure. They're going to be
they're going to show.
Bro, I think today's I'm going to lose my day. I think today's the anniversary too. Today's making mark 9 years.
You're not making it any easier, Cam.
only people like that would know that.
Bro, it's on Twitter. Bro, it's on Twitter.
What Josh Hart did?
All right, bro. In front of your niece.
She can't. She don't even know what that means.
Come on, man. Come on. But yeah, I think y'all should get it done. The only thing that scares me of this game is nothing to do with y'all, nothing to do with Dak. It's simply Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Because this is a big game for him versus Green Bay, his old team. Yeah, so can he get it right for once? But
honestly, y'all should pray that y'all lose before the championship round so he can leave.
That is a thing too.
I think
He's ass, bro. He's not a good coach.
See, okay, look. So the way I got it, the way I got mine lined up,
Damn,
you gonna
so
see why I'm not. Look. The way I got it lined up, you gonna see why I'm gonna be okay. Like I don't think we should lose that early. I got something else going.
Okay, that's fair. Well, okay, look. So next round, this is where it kind of gets dicey because remember I
Yeah,
was
this is
saying
where
the Cowboys past the Super Bowl is the Eagles and the 49ers have to play each other in divisional.
that's
But with
not.
this matchup, the Rams the 6 seed, the Lions the 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think Matthew Stafford is about to go in there and break Detroit's heart, and then
I got that too.
by
I
rule of
got that too.
by rule of seedings, they then have to go to San Francisco, and you have the
Yep.
Philly Dallas divisional
Yep.
matchup, which is a
Yep.
coin flip. I know Philly hasn't been on their P's and Q's, and it's in
But
Dallas, but that's a divisional game, third matchup of the
yeah,
season.
I
That
think
goes either
we
way.
respect Philly more than Cam do.
what?
Right now,
What? Bro,
you have faith. You have faith. Like I mean, the way
I
you been
have faith
talking about
in
him.
I have faith in us beating the Bucks, yes, but if the
Yeah.
Rams win face y'all, bro, it's a toss-up, bro. I'm not gonna say that we're gonna win.
Okay.
It's
Good.
it's a
Okay.
shootout.
Okay. That's fine.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
beat
agree.
the Bucks. I can say that because the Bucks only averaged 16 points, I think, in the last 6
Bro,
games.
and they got Baker Mayfield, bro. He's not good, bro.
Bro, he's not even 100%. So I'm not that
Yeah,
right now. I think we like I think we're 3-point favorites right now for that matchup. So
Should be more.
I'm not really worried. Like not really because Devontae he had confirmed he playing. AJ says it's game time decision. Jalen said he's gonna play. He's gonna wrap his hand up. So they're gonna and then the weather's supposed to be horrible. It's gonna be like pouring down rain and stuff. So they're gonna run the ball a lot. I don't expect them throwing it a lot.
So you feel like Dallas and Eagles in divisional is a coin toss?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a flipper because I mean that's the third.
Because
That's
the way
third
you've been
matchup.
talking these past weeks, I feel like you've been losing your faith.
I've been losing my faith because of the defense, not the offense.
Yeah.
The defense is scaring me. They've been average, bro. They've been allowing 30 points plus. I'll be scared too. They've been allowing, bro. It's not even the difference between our defense and y'all. Y'all just can't stop the run, but y'all get the pass. We suck at both. Like realistically, we started off top 5, bro. And I think after we lost to the Jets, everything just started going downhill.
Bro, I did not know Bradbury was that bad, bro.
Bro,
I started seeing the clips and the compilations, bro. He gets smoked. He gets bullied.
I've been saying, bro, I've been in my work group chat every day, and they be like, bro, how you Eagles fan talking like this? I'm like, bro, I've been saying it for the longest. He's the reason why we lost against the Seahawks. Bro, all them passes was on him. Because before that, Eli, bro, like you gotta hear me out. Eli Ricks and Keely Ringo was locking that stuff down. DK only had, I think, 28 yards, bro, total in the first 3 quarters. They was locking him down. And then here come Bradbury. I got it. And then he allowing a JSN game-winning touchdown from Drew Lock.
Drew Lock.
Bro, like Drew Lock the same one ball. Listen to Jeezy at halftime. That's Drew Lock. Like, bro, that stuff really ran me hot. I'm like, yes. Like, come on, bro. That stuff ran me hot. Like, bro, that game was really supposed to be in the bag, bro. We were supposed to lose. That's the one game that really ran me hot the most. Out of all the losses we had that season, it was really that one. So I'm like, how? How y'all up? Like that's what ran me hot, bro. Because everybody doing good, and here come Bradbury. So I'm gonna get on JSN. Why are you trying to get on JSN at your age? At your mobility. Crazy. Why are you trying to get on DK? You're not even, DK is like 6'5", bro.
Bro, DK is never mind. I ain't gonna finish my sentence.
Bro, I'm saying
I didn't finish it, bro.
DK went dumb.
No, don't say that, bro. Don't say that.
Bro, like that's why I said if I had said all the Eagles losses, bro, that's the one that ran me hot the most. Because that's like y'all really had in the bag right there, and y'all lost in the last 30 seconds.
Trash.
Other than that, the other losses, I'm like, okay, cool, we lost, whatever. I already knew we were gonna get blown out by San Fran. That's their Super Bowl. That was their Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie. Like they had that marked on the counter. Debo pulled up in all black, like it's a funeral. Like I knew they were gonna blow us out that one. I already knew we were gonna lose to y'all because we always split it. But us lose to Seattle, that was not supposed to happen. That's why I said, you know what? I turned my phone after that. I said, look, I'm good, bro.
I'm dead. So I'm assuming that we all agree on Rams, Lions, we got Rams. Eagles, Bucks, we got Eagles.
Yeah, I got the Rams, bro. That's crazy.
That sucks for Detroit, bro. Hasn't had a home playoff game since '92, and you get Matt Stafford.
Is Laporta still hurt?
Laporta, yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
bro. The Lions are the kings of the football or NFL, bro. It's just like the same matchup last year when Gold State was versus the Kings, bro. It's the
Oh, the
same thing all
Kings.
over.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing all over. A young team, a young promising team that finished top 3, and if it gets exposed by a more veteran team that got playoff experience, that's all it's gonna be. And they lose to a defending champion at that.
Well, check this. I thought Sam Laporta possibly tore his ACL. It's reports that said he got reps in at practice and feels optimistic about playing.
I still think LA win.
Yeah,
Though.
it's
Yeah, I
gonna be
think
hard.
now that's one of the games. I think it's literally the script. They couldn't write it any better. Jared Goff is going to go down, score a late touchdown, and Matthew Stafford is going to ice the game in Detroit, and it's going to be like, and that's going to be the most soul crushing loss for Detroit.
Oh my gosh!
And I also think it's going to come down to Sean McVay is going to outcoach Dan Campbell, and Dan Campbell is going to do something stupid where I actually like Dan Campbell's coaching style where like he don't care, he go for everything.
Yeah,
like,
but that's a problem sometimes.
But it's going to come back and bite him in the ass, and I think Sean McVay is going to take advantage. Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Kyron Williams is a beast.
Kyron Williams, yeah.
I said
he was leading. He was leading in rushing too, and he missed like 4 games.
He's top 3.
He rushed for over 1,000 after missing like 4 or 5 games.
Bro, he got
4 or 5 games.
Bro, he got 1,200 yards.
That's crazy.
We thought
they're both on 5th round picks. That's the thing.
And like, we thought the Rams was, they sold whatever for that trophy or whatever, but
they still
if you look at all of their guys, like Ken was saying, if you look at all those guys, what Kyron was a 5th round pick, Puka was a 6th round pick. They got a D tackle. He's in the discussion right now for defensive rookie of the year. He has like 7.5 sacks or something like that. He was like a 5th round pick. They got a good linebacker. I believe he has like around 5 or 7 sacks right now. He was like a late round pick. Got corners that was late round picks. They all just playing well. Like
their draft room is excellent.
I'm glad y'all feel that way about the Rams.
But they show you they can draft. And
oh my god!
But that also show you that they can draft for sure, and they also show you that Sean McVay is a really good coach.
Oh yeah.
He's a phenomenal coach because like nobody thought like Puka and Kyron Williams go out like they're crazy. Like none of us thought that. Look at that.
For Detroit to win this game, they're gonna have to put up 35 or maybe even more. I think this one has a potential to be a shootout. Like I said, it just seems too perfect for the script that Matthew Stafford will be the one to drive down the field with the ball last in Detroit. And he'll end up with the playoff win in Detroit before Detroit ends up with the playoff win in Detroit since he's been there, which will be crazy in itself. So
that's so sad, bro.
It is very sad for them, man. But I got this one finishing like 31-28. Rams with a walk-off field goal to win the game. Maybe it's 24-28 and it's Stafford literally getting the walk-off touchdown to like Puka or Cooper, something like that. But definitely last possession of the game type game, and Matthew Stafford wins it all.
I'm gonna say trying to think. I'm gonna say the same thing, but instead of it being like a Matthew Stafford coming down, I feel like Aaron Donald will get a game winning sack. He'll get like a game winning sack.
That would be even more salt in the wound. Like Jared Goff couldn't lead them to the win.
Because that happens a lot with Jared Goff. So I feel like, and he knows Jared Goff like very well. So they play together. So I feel like he's gonna get like a potential sack.
I didn't even think about it.
I didn't think about the defensive side. That's
not
sad,
even that.
bro.
I didn't even think Jared Goff versus his older team in the flip of things.
Like
that wasn't true.
He wants that shit bad too.
Oh, he do.
And Aaron Donald used to crush him in practice. So imagine
Script writers was in their bag on this.
Exactly.
I gotta give it to them, man.
I'm gonna say Aaron Donald gonna clinch the game for them. Cause he hadn't been talked about enough. Best matchup.
That's fair. Eagles Bucks, Cam. I got y'all winning. I don't know how. I don't know the score because y'all have just been, like you said, just been doing stupid stuff. But somehow, some way, I think y'all find a way to win this game. But it might not be pretty. How you think this one plays out with the score?
I think with this one, it's gonna be more of a running game. The thing with the Bucks is, like I said, the last 5 or 6 games they only scored 16 points. They only scored 9 points, 3 field goals against Carolina. So it's definitely gonna be like a low scoring game between both of us. Of course, like our defense, we allow like 30 points, I think, the last 5 or 6 games. But I feel like the defense finally gonna like get together to where they can get like some stops. I don't expect a lot of passing in this one because the weather's gonna be bad. It's supposed to be like heavy rain. I think the temperature's supposed to drop significantly. So I got this one going for like maybe I want to say 17-14. It's gonna be like very low because of the weather. And I got Hurts, of course, game winning drive with that one. He's gonna rush to where he gets a pretty much rush for the field, like the touchdown. I feel like in this game, it's really this. If I have to say who's gonna take over this game, though, it's gonna be DeAndre Swift. He's gonna take over. The Bucks are not really that good against the run. They're good against the pass, but not the run. And so with this one, it's gonna show like what DeAndre Swift can do and why the reason why they traded for him. Um, of course, we already know Smitty, and if AJ does play, Dawson get the ball here and there, but it's gonna be more of a running game, which I hope and pray because him, Gainwell, Boston Scott, all three of them will get involved with the running game.
That's fair. Okay, so that wraps up Wild Card Weekend. I believe we basically all have the same picks besides the Texans Browns game where me and Ken got the Browns. Cam Sanders and Chris got the Texans.
And then
So
Cam got Miami against the Chiefs.
yeah, Miami against Chiefs. So for the divisional round, for me, I would have the 49ers versus the Rams, Eagles versus Cowboys. And on the AFC, it'd be Chiefs versus Bills, Browns versus Ravens. So we're going to start with the NFC because we all got this same matchup. San Francisco versus LA, divisional matchup. It's tough because usually San Francisco always has LA's number for whatever reason. Like Shanahan always whoops McVay, except for the 1 year the Rams made it to the Super Bowl and they beat them in the NFC Championship game. And then they won the Super Bowl. Obviously, the 49ers, they haven't been back to Super Bowl since 2019. And they've been looking and dying to get back. They got the roster to do it. Brock Purdy, of course, on that rookie contract, been a serviceable QB. Chris, you smiling. Tell us how the Rams pull off this upset. So it helps.
They gonna whoop they ass. No, I'm just playing. I hope though. I hope they do. I hope they do. Look, I'll sit here and say this right now. Even with the other matchup with Cowboys and Eagles, if the Rams don't win this game, ain't nobody making it to the Super Bowl except the 49ers. That just is what it is. I don't know what it is about that team, but I think they can do it. And I know they sat here and won this last week, but it was like garbage time, garbage players, whatever the case is. But I think just even having that says like, I don't know. When I think of the 49ers, I'm kind of I'm like, I'm a little shook. I'm kind of afraid, whatever it is. Like, I don't know what to think about for real. But at least with these guys, they can go in and be like, okay, we've won. Like some of the plays we've done, they've worked. Even though it's different players out there, it's still the same defenses being called that they're running those plays against. So maybe when you look at the film, you're like, okay, this is how they did it. This is how somebody else is gonna do it though. This is how a better player is gonna do it. So let's run it harder this way or this way. You know, I think the Rams can do it, and I think the Rams can do it also because Matthew Stafford, if he does win that game against Detroit, the way Puka been playing, the way Kyron been playing, they're gonna be on a high. They're gonna be on a high. San Francisco, they're gonna have their week off, right? They didn't even really try last week, so this is really going on 2 weeks just straight chilling, right? I think LA come out shooting. Now I think San Francisco probably start scaring them, make a run, trying to come back, and I think it'll be a close one. But I'm gonna give it to LA. Give it to LA. 21. Nah. Let's give it to LA. 27-24.
Okay. Yeah, LA beating them. All right.
This that Cowboys agenda right there.
I need it.
Swan, how you feel about this one? 49ers Rams.
Let me grab some tissue.
So this one is gonna be a great matchup because it's a divisional matchup. I will say this. The only thing that can beat the 49ers is the 49ers. Health has been an issue for them the last couple of years, especially last year with Brock Purdy being out and then another backup, Garoppolo being out, and then I think Josh Johnson being out to where they had to run a Wildcat offense. I got the 49ers winning this one. It's going to be a shootout because, like I said, both defenses are not like where they used to be, especially looking at San Fran, like their secondary being very questionable. They don't have a legitimate, outside of Ward, they don't have like a legitimate secondary that can hold both Cooper and Puka on the outside. So I still got the 49ers win this one, but it's gonna be by a field goal. I don't know exactly what the score is, but it's gonna be about 3 points. Both of them are they're both semi good against the run, but neither one of them are great against the pass. And so like the pass is gonna kill both of them. They're just gonna be like lights out. So I got this one by a field goal, but I got 49ers win this one. But the only way they do lose is health. Health is their biggest factor. They can never stay healthy in the postseason. So that's been the issue since they faced y'all in the Super Bowl. Like they can never stay healthy or can never show when it's crunch time.
That's interesting because the one thing about Shanahan and the 49ers is they don't win close. So if the game is close, I got the Rams. But I don't think it's going to be close. I think the 49ers are on a mission this year. And I think they're going to wax the Rams. They get this matchup. Their mouth going to be salivating for whoever come out of the Cowboys-Eagles matchup. And they're going to be hosting the NFC Championship game for the first time since, I think, 2019 as well. So I think it's going to be a blowout. I'd say like 31-14 maybe. But now if it's close, like I said, Shanahan nuts up in the clutch if it's close. I forgot what the official stat is, but I think
there's a stat where like if they're down going into the half, they do not win.
It's the fourth quarter.
They're down double
by 8 points in the fourth quarter. He's like 0-31 or something.
And then I don't know what it is with Shanahan, bro, but McVay has his number. Like you seen when Odell was on it, when they won the championship that year. I don't know what it's with McVay, but he's the only coach under Shanahan's tree that can outcoach him sometimes.
But like, LA got to come out shooting. If they don't come out shooting, this game is over.
They're gonna be playing with house money, so they can definitely come out shooting.
Do whatever.
McVay's the only one who can really like come up to like coaching wise. Like everybody else, like Daniel and everybody else, he can outcoach. But I don't know what it's about McVay, but that's like his chosen one. He can like literally just come up cooking.
Now, viewers, we are not choosing LA because we do not want the Niners to win. This is not it's biased for me personally.
Yeah, so it's not biased.
Personally, how Stephen A. be talking. Personally, it's biased for me. But we ain't hating on the Niners, bro. This is just, it's possible, bro.
Okay, KSNers, how you feel about this one?
I think this is one of the teams that the 49ers do not want to see in the NFC. Obviously they see them twice a year or whatever. Me personally, I love McVay. Y'all know that I love McVay. I think McVay's a way much better coach than Shanahan could ever be. I think he's a better offensive-minded coach. Like, I know Shanahan scheme-wise he's good or whatever, but I think McVay scheme-wise is better than Shanahan is. I think the Rams actually come out shooting this game. I think it's gonna be like that, kind of like how like the Rams was playing against the Bucks that one year, how they was blowing them out at first, then the Bucks came back. I think it's gonna be something like that. It's pretty much gonna come down to who do you trust more, Brock Purdy or Matthew Stafford. I'm leaning towards Stafford. I know I've been a big Purdy guy or whatever. He's pretty good or whatever. But it's playoffs time. I'm trusting Stafford a little bit more. That high-powered offense that they have. I think their defense could, I think they could get some stops against the 49ers, could, force some turnovers or whatever. I got the Rams in this one, man. It's going to be close. But like I said, I think the Rams will come out firing. It's going to be like a little blowout at first, then the 49ers will, come back at the end.
Okay, so
we got a Rams sweep. Is that what that was?
I had the 49ers. I just said if it's close, though, then I got Rams. But I think the 49ers just going to be ready. But I can see what y'all talking about easily happen because, like, we said it a couple weeks ago. It was like the last team I think anybody in the NFC wants to play right now is the Los Angeles Rams because they got McVay, who's probably the best coach in that conference as of right now. I mean, he's the only one. I guess McCarthy technically has a Super Bowl, but it wasn't in the last decade.
McVay's was cooler, bro. He was a big part of that Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, so
and everybody was rooting for him.
How you gonna stop Puka and Cooper Kupp though? That's my thing.
That's why
I'm scared of Puka. Bro, the 49ers put 3 people on Puka, bro. That was the craziest flick ever.
That's what I'm saying. And then
he's a rookie.
He might be the best receiver over there right now.
it's not even that,
He
bro.
is. That's the
Yeah,
funny
Nah,
thing.
he is, bro.
If Puka for whatever reason have the rookie wall and then whatever, you still got Cooper Cup on the other side who could still give you, 8 and like 110 or something like that easily. Like you have another receiver who was literally a triple crown not too long ago. People forgot because he been hurt. He can go off whenever. That's why I said they don't have nobody in the secondary outside of Ward who can really like. Ward ain't gonna really can't lock everybody down. That safety Tufunga being hurt them for sure. They don't have nobody in the secondary who can keep up. And I forgot to mention if the 49ers don't find a way to go all the way in, they're gonna be in hell because they can't afford Chase Young and everybody else gonna want their money eventually.
They
They're
can't
gonna be
afford
in
Ayuk.
they're gonna be in cap hell
Bring him in.
because Debo's contract really fully kicking in now. McCaffrey stuff kicking in, Trent Williams stuff kicking in. Purdy eventually gonna have to get it back eventually if he keep playing like
Honestly, if
this.
I'm Brock Purdy, I know maybe he's a selfless person, so he won't do it. But living out in the Bay Area, making $600K, I'm not stepping foot on the field for the 49ers next year if they don't give me a contract extension immediately. Like it don't even have to be no big deal because he's not the star quarterback, but you got to
Look what I
guarantee
did.
me some
Yeah,
millions.
what I
Because
did.
if he get hurt and they just like, oh, we done with him, he's screwed. Like I'm sure 600K, obviously, like that's some great money for us. But
Yeah.
in Cali, nah. That's why he living in an apartment with a roommate right now. I would be like, no, y'all need to pay me right now.
Yeah,
You
he
got a
living in front of a
roommate?
roommate. Yeah,
He got a
A
roommate.
roommate is
he
crazy.
still got the same car from
I
college.
think it's one of his offensive linemen too.
Yeah,
One of the backup offensive linemen. So yeah, I'd be like, pay me right now. So
Nah,
it's
he's
beyond
too
crazy, bro.
nice for that, bro. He's not gonna do that.
Bro, but what I'm seeing is, bro, they got to pay a lot because I ain't gonna lie. If they don't pay Ayuk, bro, they in hell because that man had 1,300 yards and he got snubbed with a Pro Bowl this year. He really got snubbed.
I hope they don't pay him.
So he go to Kansas City,
Cam
huh?
said he going to Houston.
Nah,
Who?
they can have Mike Evans. He can come home.
Are you talking about Ayuk?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ayuk coming to Houston, man.
He can play with
Bro,
TJ.
they got so many. They got to pay everybody, bro. So it's like they're gonna be in
Yeah,
hell.
no, this is literally winner. I mean,
It's
it's
win
Super
or
Bowl
bust,
bust for
man.
all these top teams. That's
But it's mainly
Yeah,
for them
it's like
because they've been
expectation for
the
people.
49ers have been the talk of the town for the last 4 or 5 years, bro. It's really win or bust now because Trent Williams gonna eventually retire because he still got that still going on in personal life. I mean, everybody else is getting older. Kittle's getting older. McCaffrey gonna be approaching. He's already in his prime. He gonna
really,
approach
they lose Trent Williams. That's the downfall right there because they're not good without Trent Williams. So
exactly.
really where it all starts.
They lost 3 straight when him and Debo was out. They lost 3 straight. That's why that's the main thing I said. Like when I was trying to say like any quarterback could benefit that system, I wasn't saying like the quarterbacks are trash. I'm not saying that, but Jimmy G had the same success, but just Brock Purdy had more success because they added McCaffrey. Because at the time he had Elijah Mitchell as the running back, so they still make the Super Bowl though when they face y'all. What I'm saying is a lot of quarterbacks can benefit that system, but if you lose one weapon, just one, even if Kittle get hurt, they're screwed because they don't have nobody else who can block. Kittle's the best blocking tight end in the league right now. So if you take him out, they're screwed. If you take Debo out, you're screwed. If you take McCaffrey out, you're really screwed. So their offense circles around the same 4 players plus Trent Williams with offensive line, so that's 5. If one of them are hurt, they're done. That's why I said health plays a big factor. If one of them players get hurt, like last year when Brock Purdy got hurt and then everybody else started getting like tweaks and stuff, they're not winning because their whole entire offense revolves on the players. Who's going to throw the ball to Jennings? Nobody. Nobody's going to throw the ball to him. No disrespect to him, but you don't hear his name a lot. You only hear Ayuk, Debo, McCaffrey, Kittle. That's it. And Kittle just now getting the ball because last year he really got the ball.
Yeah.
Because this year he had a career years, but it shows you that if any of them get hurt, they're done for. And they had to get him the ball more. And what happened? They sacrificed the defense. Half their defense went to Detroit.
True. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Like it is now or never. But on the other side of the bracket, got the NFC East matchup, man. Y'all tell me what's gonna happen, Chris and Kale. Eagles versus Cowboys in Dallas. Can Dallas finally make an NFC Championship game in 20 plus years? Can the Eagles get back to the NFC Championship after selling the division title to end the season? How does one go?
I'll let Chris go first.
And I don't want to hear none of that. It's a toss up. Put your flag in the sand right now.
All right, I'll
16
go
0.
first.
16 0, bro.
I'll go first. I'm not
16
gonna
0.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is literally 2021 all over again, bro. Facing the Bucks first and then going from there. The only difference is we lost to Tom Brady, but it's Tom Brady. You can't bet against him. I hate to be that person, but I think giving Philly road games probably one of the best things they needed, honestly. Because like playing at home, they get too big headed and then they get in their head too much with the Philly crowd, obviously. So I think being away from playing at home compared to last year actually gonna help them out because last year, of course, they had one of the easiest schedules. So of course they're gonna finish top of the NFC. But this year we literally had the hardest schedule. That's why they're trying to debate with everybody. Even though it wasn't pretty, the fact to finish 11-6 with the hardest schedule, facing like 6 playoff teams in a row it's nothing to brag about, but it's something to still be like.
I mean, y'all had the third easiest last stretch of the
I'm talking about do the gauntlet, dude. That's the hardest.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like all the games y'all lost were the games y'all should have won.
Not all of them.
No, all of them.
The only ones we lost that we should have won was the Giants, the Jets. Literally, everybody else was playoff wins. The Giants and Jets the only ones we should have won.
When they went over the last 5 games of the season, y'all had the third easiest schedule in the league.
And that's what I'm saying. The Cardinals, the Giants, and just the only games we lost in that what's called because everything else we had lost to San Fran, we lost to y'all, and then we lost to the Giants. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't have y'all losing I didn't have y'all losing none of those games and the Seahawks.
That's what I'm saying.
Those are all winnable games.
But from going from Kansas City all the way up to Seattle, that's playoff win. That's literally 5-6 teams of playoffs. That's why I said that was the hardest matchup because every last one was playoffs. Even though we finished 3-2, 2-3, it still was difficult.
Bro, y'all gonna win or not, bro?
Yes.
By how much?
3. 3 is my number today.
I'm gonna tell you right now. 16-0. We all know what that means.
16.
If you don't know what 16-0 means, then you got a rude awakening coming. We don't lose at home. We don't lose.
It's supposed to be 15-1.
We whooped that tail. We whooped that tail. We whooped that tail the last time.
That ref tipped y'all.
And we gonna whoop it again.
You know, it says it's
only reason we will win, bro. If that Green Bay game is a close game, we may struggle a lot in the divisional round, and we may mess around and lose. But I don't feel like it should be a close game. I do feel like it should be a 34-17 game. And I think coming off that high, going back home again, especially because LA play first. So we gonna know who wins. We gonna know. And if we find out the Los Angeles Rams beat the Niners, we finna play stupid hard at home. And I cannot promise your team a dub. I cannot do that. I would be wrong.
You don't have to. I promise myself.
Y'all play before the Rams and Lions, so y'all got
to play before.
Yeah, they got the night game.
No, I'm talking about the Rams and the Niners.
Oh, okay.
We would play before, no?
I don't know, probably.
I mean, after
you can't say right now. You can't say.
Yeah, it's still all TBD, but
the one thing that's gonna kill y'all as usual for the last 2-3 years is the clock. And I hate saying it because it's a cliche statement, but it's true. I don't know what allergic reaction that McCarthy has against the clock, but that clock always been it's like a calorie burner for him. He don't like that clock. That's gonna be the issue right there. And then on top of that, it's not a guarantee if you can beat a team like that like multiple times because we already know it's hard to beat an NFC. Matter of fact, it's hard to beat a divisional winner that many times in a season. 1-1. This one determines it. It's home one away.
You can't say that,
man. I can't say
no. Look, you can't say that and then so easily choose your team to win because it's just the opposite. That's all I'm saying. You can't.
You want me to say? You want me to say Philly gonna lose?
No. I'm just saying you can't use that as a point. Like it's hard to beat a team twice.
It is hard to beat.
I get that, but that's not a good point because y'all got to do it too. It's not a good that point.
I know that's what I'm saying.
That point, it has no drive. Like it doesn't push a narrative. It's just, bro. Yeah, you could say y'all. That's perfectly fine. I'm just saying that it's hard to beat. Like
Look,
Duh, but that don't
the
mean nothing.
longest.
Okay,
This is
Chris,
what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say.
give us your reason
No,
why
no, no, no,
y'all
no,
gonna
no, no.
win.
This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say
Right.
that first matchup in y'all house,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Everybody focused on, Micah, you know how Micah be, bro. He just blah blah blah. He just talk all the time. But if you watch the game, right, and Bryce was there with me, I wouldn't even upset at that game because I don't think we played bad. I think we had two mistakes, and everybody knows those mistakes, right? It had nothing to do with Tom. That second game at home, we whooped that ass. We made no mistakes. I say that humbly. The Cowboys genuinely are better playing y'all. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It had that first game at home, y'all whooped us like we whooped y'all at home. I have to say it's a coin toss. But the fact that we kept it that close at home and we beat ourselves, then we got back to our own house and we whooped y'all, I think that says a lot, especially considering that we literally have not lost at home the last two seasons.
The thing is, bro, I don't like the whole loss and stuff, bro. I know I'm saying because the whole that Lions game really pissed me off right there because that was some bullshit, bro. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
it really wasn't though, because it should have been over. That game should have. Were you talking about our game?
When y'all play the Lions,
Yeah, it should have been over because
that
they
was some
sat there and they called a tripping.
bro.
They called a tripping personal foul.
Mm,
They called a tripping personal foul on Ferguson. And it wasn't him, it was Aiden Hutchinson. And we got a first down that drive. We ran with Tony Pollard, got a first down. We could have took two knees, the game would have been over. They called the personal foul, they brought it back. We had to punt the ball, and all that stuff happened. The game should have been over. And they been talked about that. So it's really nothing to talk about. There's like
understood.
multiple
It's
clips. Then you
just
got the clips. Then you got the clips of Campbell saying, "Yeah, I did this to try to trick the other team, and it didn't work because 70 dumbass lied to the press, knowing that he did not tell that ref that he wasn't supposed to be checking in. So that's on them. It has nothing to do with us.
Stephanie got that ref suspended for the playoffs, so I
And they sitting
guess.
here talking about some you gotta think about it, bro. If the ref says number 68 checked in as a receiver, right? We gonna guard 68. We guarded 70 because that's who checked in. That play's not getting a touchdown. If you sit here and you tell us who's checked in, we're going to guard them. That's why it worked when they played who they played the week after us or last week. Who they played last week? The Lions.
Vikings, I think.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
They ran the same play against the Vikings, got 4 yards off of because his fat ass fell out of bounds. That play is not a good play, bro. Like you have to literally do what they tried to do to us, and they messed up. And unfortunately for them, it was a bad referee crew. It is what it is. But do better. Maybe don't use those chili brain. We all know football players got chili brains. You trying to expect them to do something as complex as that? That's on Dan Campbell, and that's why he gonna sit there and lose against LA doing like that.
Some dumb shit.
Yeah.
So what's the score for you, Chris? Cowboys Eagles.
He said 34-17, something like that.
No. That was Green Bay. That was a Green Bay game. I think this game would be closer, respectfully. I'm not gonna sit here and act like the Eagles ass. I feel like I've had, at least in the most recent weeks, I haven't been feeling like it's time to count them out at all. I know they've been playing kind of rough or whatever, but at the end of the day, this is a team that has had a successful playoff run in the past, and they have a great quarterback. They have a great team. It really is that coaching staff. It really is, some of the defensive pieces. Like I said, the only reason we lose this game is if we beat ourselves. But if we don't beat ourselves, I'm gonna say, 35-28. We're gonna put up points. It's if we can stop them, because all they gotta do is run the ball.
Okay,
And Jalen Hurts is a Russian quarterback, so it's gonna work out if that's what they want to choose to do.
What about you, Kev Sanders?
The curse is broke.
Oh yeah, I was there. I was at that. That was loud.
The curse is finally broke. Man, the Eagles. I feel like honestly, y'all been skating by like this whole year, really, and it's finally.
And when I said that earlier, Cam got mad at me.
I didn't get mad at you.
Finally.
You went in the group chat. You went in the group chat. And you was like, everybody been saying the Eagles ain't the same team from last year.
No, I got mad. I had got mad when, no disrespect to you, Cam. No disrespect to you. I got mad when all them Texans fans was saying something. I'm like, bro, focus on y'all team. Y'all ain't even did shit yet. I got mad at that. I didn't get mad at you. Because everybody who come to me was literally Texans fans. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? No disrespect to you.
Nah.
Full disrespect, Cam. Because y'all gonna make the
man.
Super Bowl, you got to play the Eagles, and y'all got to win.
Nah, man. The whole year, man, I've been watching. I've been saying, man, these guys been skating by. They've been skating by, and versus like kind of like mediocre teams too. Saying they've been skating by, and it finally caught up to them at the end of the year. One question is I got for you: what's going on with Jalen Hurts?
So
is it offensive coordinator? Is it the
that's
coordinator?
that's what I truly. Okay, so I truly be his offensive coordinator because if you look at last year with Shane Stein running the plays, that's why I say it's 2021 all over again. 2021 he did the same exact stats and they barely make playoffs. They were 9-8, lost the Buccaneers I think 15-31 the first round. Once they got Shane as the offensive coordinator, he had his career year, MVP year, running up to Pat Mahomes, made All-Pro, made Pro Bowl, and everything like that. Because who was behind it? Who's the nucleus and the plug to everything? The head coach for the Colts. Once he leave, what happened? We're back to 2021 all over again. And why? Because of Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni be calling the plays. When he's not calling plays, we win. When he called the plays, we lose. So it's not just offensive coordinator. It's more so Sirianni too. He's lying to the press. He keeps saying he's not calling plays. Yes, he is. He keep calling the same dumbass wide receiver screens on 2nd and 25. Why? So that's literally the reason. And so everybody comes to the press tomorrow. Oh, I'm calling the play. No, it's Sirianni calling the plays, bro. Just be truthful, bro. They don't want to put him on the bus, but it's literally him. He did the same thing in 21. Of course, everybody gonna say, "Oh, well, Sirianni's he's the most winningest coach we had since Andy Reid." Who gives a flying fuck, bro? We still losing. Like at the end of the day, he's not taking accountability. So I seen the whole video from Ocho Cinco saying, "Okay, they're losing now, but playoff they could turn around." I'm not believing nothing until I see them beat the Bucks. Then I'm like, okay, maybe I got somewhere hope. Right now, bro, I'm not having that mindset because ain't no way that's why, like I said, the game that pissed me off the most was the Seahawks. All the other losses, I'm okay, whatever, whoop to do. But the Seahawks one, like they legitimately, played good. Like they played like the Philly from last year. And then what happened in the second half? Just blew it. Like I don't know. Even against Arizona, they was blowing them out. They're playing real good. And what happened? I'm like, okay, the game over. I'm finna go out to eat. I'm on my phone. I said, bro, ain't no way this lost. So it's stuff like that. It's really on both coordinators. And then them putting Matt Patricia as the defensive coordinator, like, bro, they're in hell right now. That's why I said, unless it's something I don't know, I'm on the outside looking in that they just turn around the playoffs, because I haven't seen a team struggle this much on an end and just win a Super Bowl since the 2012 Ravens. That's the last team. And their defense was horrible. I think they allowed like 28 points, I think 300 yards per game, or plus more of that. And they won Super Bowl. But that was because Joe Flacco carried them, really, because that defense really was ass. If we're being real, that defense really sucks. But I'm saying, but other than that, I don't know. I can't really answer that. It's just coaching in general. It's not the players really coaching. They have all the talent in the world, but they're not running the ball enough, because ain't no way DeAndre Swift barely cracking 1,000 yards. He should have way more than that, because them 2 games he had 100+ yards back to back, and after that they stopped running the ball. For what? He had 130. I think he had 120 after that. He was player of the week. He was killing it. And after that, they just stopped running the ball. So
does a win against Tampa do anything for the Eagles? Like, is there a certain type of win? Because I know at least with the Cowboys, we win against Green Bay, like we're gonna be ecstatic. Like it's gonna roll over.
It helps them because because Tampa Bay is a top 10 defense, so it helps them that way. Because the games they lost were, besides the Jets, that's like non-playoffs or not top 10 defense. Jets on the only team that was like top 10 defense. Everybody else lost to, like Giants and Cardinals. They're not top 10 defense. Even Seattle's not top 10 defense. So if they beat Tampa Bay only allows 16 points. So if they can score more than that and win, that should give some type of like relief, because not only they getting that rematch from 2021, but you're being a Super Bowl champion team, you're being a playoff team, and you're being a top 10 defense that's allowing 16 points in that stretch. That'll help them out and give them some type of breathing room. And it'll give them time to see like what can they do, connect with AJ and Devontae as well. But if up to me, I feel like they should celebrate that. Like, to have some type of, not saying like, hooray, this is our Super Bowl, but it should
No, but they should though. They should
because that, like I said, that's a top defense. It'll be different. We're playing like, let's say, the Packers, for example. That's not a top 10 defense, but Tampa Bay is on paper. So
yeah, y'all gotta have that mindset. I think that would be the one thing that I would be afraid of as a Cowboys fan or even as a player if y'all win that game and just perfect,
because that game could definitely help
to
them
get your confidence back up. If y'all don't win that game and if y'all don't win that game in like perfect fashion, it's gonna be hard for y'all because the confidence we've seen it. We see it on TV when they show the press conferences, right? The confidence is shot. So if y'all come into Dallas with a shot confidence, that's an easily losable game. If you appreciate that win against the Bucs and you come in rolling in on high energy, we'll have a good game.
I think with Sirianni, I think what he should do is just let the players play. Like, let them do the play. Because when Hurts calls some plays, I ain't gonna lie, they be going in, like they be accurate. Like we call like them audibles and everything, they actually be working. So I feel like just let the players play, like let them coach. For like, I seen that video of Kelsey calling a play, touchdown. Like, let them actually coach. Like, I'm not saying like he don't have no say so, but let them have some say so as well, or more say so. If that makes sense.
We going at the Eagles Twitter page when we post it.
I do that daily, bro. I'm finna create a burner, bro.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think I don't know what it is about Philly, but like, you had Andy Reid, he had all the success he had. They got rid of him. Chip Kelly, I think, had one decent year, and he had some bad years. Got rid of him. Doug Peterson won y'all a Super Bowl next year. Got rid of him. Sirianni led y'all to the Super Bowl last year, and it looks like this year he's lost the team completely. I think Dallas does stomp a hole in y'all in the divisional round, and it causes the ruckus to basically just explode. And I think Sirianni is out at coach for y'all. I don't know who y'all get to replace him, but I just think it's been that type of year. The stuff that keeps happening and the way Sirianni just acts, like he acts like a child. You can see it sometimes on y'all sideline, like some of the ways the players react to Sirianni just doing stupid stuff. Is like, you can't act like that as a head coach. And I'm not trying to say anything that my Chiefs had anything to do with it, but ever since y'all beat us and he walked out the tunnel and he was like talking all his shit, like this what they wanted, like all that, it's been downhill from there since. And like the players, like you said, he's calling the plays. Like, he's the one not running the ball. He's the one calling these stupid wide receiver screens. He's the one running QB draw on 3rd and 15 when Jalen's already banged up as is. Like, it's just not good over there. And the way y'all Philly fans are, y'all showing up the next week at practice with signs talking about run the ball outside the stadium. It's just not good over there. And I think even though y'all can beat the Bucs and y'all should beat the Bucs, the Cowboys are gonna be at home. They're gonna be playing some good football. That defensive secondary is still very suspect. CeeDee Lamb will go off. Dak will probably have a decent game. I think it will be closer than the game in Dallas earlier in the year because I think y'all turned the ball over like 3 times in scoring position. So I think it'll be a better game in that aspect. But I think Dallas pulls away at the end, and then shortly thereafter, it's Sirianni's probably getting fired, and I don't know where y'all go from there. But I just think he's lost the locker room, and it's too far to come back from right now. And then Jalen, his knee is still jacked up, I think. He's just real banged up. The wide receivers are banged up. That's just going to be tough to go through a whole playoff run, especially y'all have to go on the road now every game because of how y'all ended the season because of Sirianni's stupid mistakes. So I think Dallas does break the curse for this one. But then I have them playing the 49ers, and that one, I will not be picking the Cowboys over the 49ers until they actually do it. I think the 49ers are just mind on a mission. They finna run through the NFC and make it to the Super Bowl this year.
That's fair.
But I believe that y'all would have Chris and Cam. Y'all would have Cowboys versus Rams for y'all's NFC title game.
You already seen what we did to them. You already seen
no problems. That. Cowboys headed to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me personally, I think if the Cowboys make it to the NFC Championship, whoever they play, they're gonna win. when they get there, they win. Simple as that. When they get there, they win. So I mean, look, I got confidence in them. When they get there, they win, man. I'm trying
Chris,
to
you know you took yourself on camera while you over there giggling and stuff.
Yeah, I did. I did that on purpose.
Oh my god.
When they get there, they win. Hey, look, they jumped the biggest hurdle. The biggest hurdle was getting the second seed and getting home field advantage, until they run up until whoever they have to play the 49ers or whatever. But I don't think they have to play the 49ers. I think they'll play the Rams.
And that'll be a home game for them. So okay. And then Cam Swan, you got your Eagles versus the 49ers. I think I know what you.
I got 49ers. They're gonna get their revenge from last year.
What you beat us for? You should just let us win. Give us a shot.
Y'all. I got 49ers though. I got 49ers getting that rematch. I can't even be biased, bro. They gonna get that one. Whoever they face, NFC, they like you said, they run through the NFC. They're out for vengeance after last year, and this is a winner now for them. They ended up being the NFC Championship the last 3 years. They have to win something.
That's how I'm feeling. 49ers all the way in the NFC. So I got the 49ers. Cam, Sanders, and Chris got the Cowboys. And Cam Swan also has the 49ers as well. So we split up on that one. We'll see if two of us can be right or if none of us are right. Watch the Rams go to the Super Bowl or something again. So
that'd be super crazy. As a 6 seed, that'd be extremely
It's gonna
crazy.
be the Bucs, bro. The Bucs gonna go to the Super Bowl.
No way. Baker Mayfield win the Super Bowl.
Baker Mayfield.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at that because that negates everything Brady did. It was the system.
That'd be insane. That'd be extremely insane.
But on the AFC side, we got Ravens versus Texans, Ravens versus Browns. We got Dolphins versus Bills, or Chiefs versus Bills. Think Cam Sanders, you got Dolphins versus the Bills.
Dolphins.
Who chose
yeah, it would because
you chose Dolphins. You chose Dolphins?
Yeah, I chose Dolphins. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So you have Miami versus Baltimore, and then Texans versus Buffalo.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Going to Buffalo.
So how you got? Go ahead, tell us. Texas, how are they winning in Buffalo? No. Because remember, they're not supposed to be here. We're just happy to be in the playoffs, but here we are.
They're going to win every game. They're going to win every game.
Oh my god!
Oh shit! Oh boy, that shit funny. Oh shit! Ooh, all right, hold on.
You gotta get himself together to even come up with this BS.
Man, you gotta make 2 different brackets, bro.
Oh my god!
Nah, bro. Listen, bro. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
So
What do they know?
Once upon a time.
So 2019 happened. It was Josh Allen's first playoff game. He went up against my Texans. They started off very well. It's so happened a guy named of JJ Watt. Well, obviously we don't have no more. He pretty much changed the game around, and then it went to overtime. Deshaun Watson made a crazy play. Threw it to running back. He took off, kicked the field goal. We won the game. This time around, we have a guy named of CJ Stroud, and got D'Amico Ryans. Defense is just a lot much better than what it was in 2019. I feel like, I think D'Amico gonna be ready for this game. Honestly, though, I think we're gonna force a lot of turnovers against the Bills. I think we're gonna get to Josh Allen pretty well. I think it's gonna be like Josh Allen's gonna look like how he's gonna have his ups and downs. I think he's gonna have a lot of downs that game, and I feel like CJ, he shows up in big moments. I mean, we've seen the time in, time out over and over again. Definitely when he plays against a high caliber of a quarterback like Josh Allen or whatever, with him, I feel like we could, literally like win almost every game. And I felt that way when we played against the Bengals, and he went into Cincinnati and he really
That was good.
outdueled
Yeah,
Joe Burrow, and I was like,
that was crazy.
that point, then I was like, he can literally go against any of the top tier guys, top elite guys, whatever. He can literally outduel those guys, and I feel like with him, we have a chance with literally anybody. So I think that game will be like a 27-24 type of deal. Win off like a last second field goal. Kaimi going knock it down. But I think it's gonna be, I think we'll get to Josh Allen pretty well, and we'll win, and it'll be our first ever. I mean, at some point we're going to have to make an AFC Championship game, and why not now when the season's a rebuild season, and we're not really supposed to be here type shit, and yeah, I mean, I just I don't know. I see the vision, man. I see the vision, and
I
also
bet you do. I bet you do.
and also we're entering that zone where it's like, okay, you have this great quarterback, you have this elite quarterback now. You really don't have that much time, to get
the window.
You always talk about the window. You don't have that much, time in the window. So I think just give them a little bit more confidence against the AFC Championship. And after that, anything, yeah.
Okay, so then on the flip side, you had Ravens versus Dolphins. Who you got winning that one?
Ravens gonna beat the shit out of the Dolphins. I'm telling you. Nobody's stopping that Ravens team. It's too OP. They too OP. They have a top 3 defense. They have a top 3 offense. How you can't stop them? You can't stop them.
So then Ravens Texans rematch in the first game.
Y'all
gonna stop them?
No, we won't stop them.
Okay.
But it will be a closer game than it was week 1.
I respect that.
I think we lost like 30-9 that week 1 game. So I think it'll be a little bit more closer game than what it was week 1. But no, I'm not finna sit here and say we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. I can sit here and say we can go to the AFC Championship confidently. I feel like.
Okay. I dig it. He got high hopes, but some common sense at the same time. So I dig it.
He can also lose round 1. So I mean,
but we're not supposed to be here, so it don't matter.
It's a rebuild year.
That's fair. Kev Swat, you had Chiefs versus Bills, Ravens versus Browns. I had the same thing. How you see these divisional matchups going?
I got the Browns and Ravens gonna be a good one. That's gonna be like I think that's gonna be like the most closest matchup probably in the AFC. I'm not gonna lie. I got the Ravens pulling that one out because they're the most complete team in the AFC. Top, like you said, like Cam said, top 5, top 3 offense and defense. You can't surpass that. The only thing that will hurt the Ravens is Lamar is 1-3 against the AFC and playoff stuff. That's the only thing that can hurt him. But I feel like with the talent he has now and everything around that, and he have like more veterans and more players like with playoff experience, and you add in a Super Bowl champion Odell who can, he might say Lamar might have a slump. Odell is there to guide him out of it. He can end up winning the AFC. So I got them beating the Browns. It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a defensive battle. So I feel like I expect a low scoring game. Pretty much 20 or under, whoever. 20 or under, pretty much like 2017 type of game, anything like that. As far as the Chiefs and Bills, I don't know. That's the
don't be scared. Don't be scared to tell them what it's gonna be, bro.
No. I'm not saying that. The reason why I said I don't know, not saying I got the Bills winning. I'm sorry, but
I'm sorry.
I gotta be honest. But I said I don't know like how it's gonna play out because I don't believe in Josh Allen. Y'all know that for a fact. I don't believe in him, but I also don't believe in Kansas City offense, just like I don't believe in my offense. So it's kind of like up in the air. So that one's gonna be a close one too. I can't say the score, but I got Buffalo pull that one out. The script's gonna find a way, so it's gonna end up being Buffalo and Ravens, and the Ravens gonna stomp the fuck out of Buffalo. Like Buffalo, they're not going past that. They're not finna beat them. They, of course, and that game right there is gonna piss off Diggs because, like, bro, you made it to the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship and you couldn't win either or. I'm out of here.
Mhm.
That's right. Chris, what about you? I think you had Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, Texans.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Cam, the Texans are going to get stomped. Actually, I think it'll be all right game. I don't think it's gonna be as bad. I think it's one of them games where it's like they're not supposed to be here, but man, they had 21 points. Like that's pretty impressive. I mean, the Ravens had 42, but they had 21 early and they kept it close until the second half. And that's but it is all right. Like y'all a 4 seed team, and that's a lot of high hope. And y'all don't even got y'all like star receivers hype. You know what I'm saying? If y'all had your star receiver, probably get some more points on the board, probably get some more charisma going into that game. But I mean, the Ravens just the more seasoned team. It's not nothing. It's not like a skill. It's not a skill insult. It's more like just an experience insult. Or I don't think it's an insult at all. But then I got Buffalo and the Chiefs. I do got the Bills, but I'm gonna tell you why I got the Bills. And it's not because I like Josh Allen. It's because the media does. And if there's anything I don't be believing in scripts for real, but I do believe in the Josh Allen script. But I don't think his script. I don't think he's supposed to be good until like the end of his career. I think he gonna start like I think he'll get a ring towards the end of his career. It's gonna be like after years of being a great quarterback, he gonna be like the next Phillip Rivers, but he gonna actually get a ring. You know what I mean? Like I think that's who Josh Allen gonna be. So I got the Chiefs and the Bills. I got the Bills winning, but they gonna get stomped by the Ravens. Like they gonna get whooped. And I hopefully it does break apart that whole Buffalo Bills thing they got going on up there. It's about time they move away from that. So if Josh Allen do win a ring, it's not gonna be in Buffalo. I got Baltimore in Super Bowl. I don't know how the Buffalo Kansas City game gonna go though. I mean,
Nah.
well, no, I say that because bro, it's different with other teams. You can kind of be confident in it,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
because
That's how I'm saying it's a toss up, bro. Like
yeah, because Josh Allen is so up and down, and we know that if he doesn't perform well, he typically gets saved. I can't say it's gonna be a
Well, versus
blowout
us, you
or a
ain't gotta
close
worry.
game.
He play his A+ game every game he
Oh,
play us.
well, there you go. He may have 3 interceptions and 3 touchdowns. They still gonna win by 2 touchdowns. I don't know how it's gonna
I
happen.
don't know how they be doing
Like
this.
it's gonna be flags all over the place. What's his name? Tony finna drop like 4 passes. Taylor Swift ain't gonna be there, so y'all definitely. Um, but I got
Okay.
Baltimore winning the AFC.
Okay. So I had Browns versus Ravens, Chiefs versus Bills. Browns versus Ravens. Lamar's finally going to get that playoff monkey off his back. And it's going to be very fitting that it's against Joe Flacco, the guy's job he took. And this probably puts this is the finale of Joe Flacco's career, I would think. I don't think
Damn.
he's coming back for an age 39 season. But I think it's going to be a tough game, close route, and Lamar is going to get his first playoff comeback game-winning drive, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, it's even more fitting that it's versus Joe Flacco. So Ravens are advancing to the AFC Championship game. Everybody can stop the talk about Lamar and he can't win the big ones. He's gonna have his second MVP. So at that point, he's solidified in my book as the second best quarterback in the NFL. He's earned those bragging rights completely with this second MVP and this playoff win. Now on the Chiefs Bills, it's my turn to be a delusional fan.
It's okay. It's okay. Let it out, brother. Let it out.
When we win this game, I do not want to hear jack shit from the NFL media about Josh Allen for the rest of the time until he does win a Super Bowl. I don't want to hear it till the clock hits 0 and the Bills are Super Bowl champs. I'm so tired of having to listen to Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the league, this, that, and third. We will do as we always do in the playoffs. Josh Allen might go off. Patrick Mahomes is going to play better, and we're going to have another offseason of them talking about, well, Josh Allen lost, but is he better than Patrick Mahomes? Because he kind of outplayed him, even though they had the same exact stats, and the Chiefs win the game. We're going to go into Buffalo, so there's no excuse about the home field advantage this time. And you know what? It's going to be even more fitting because we're going to win in Buffalo in overtime. The same way we beat them years ago, and they made that new rule about the overtime bullshit so they can get the ball. We going to score. They going to get the ball, and our defense going to shut their ass down.
Bro,
I'm
this
calling it right
man
now.
asking for overtime. That's
We
crazy.
gonna win the game.
In a playoff game, he asking for
Playoff
overtime.
game. We gonna win the game 24-17. It's gonna be 17-17 overtime. We gonna get the ball first. Mahomes gonna go right down the field, touchdown to Kelsey. Then it's gonna be like, oh, this is from the 13-second game. Bills complained they got the overtime rule change. This is the time for Josh Allen to prove it. Interception by L'Jarius Sneed locking up Stephon Diggs. Game over. Stephon Diggs cussing out Josh Allen. That's the last thing you gonna see.
This is what he dream about.
This
That's
is
live,
how it's
bro.
going down. Patrick Mahomes, It's going to be the battle for the AFC Championship of the rightful top two AFC quarterbacks. Way back when, a couple years ago, remember, they were trying to pit Lamar against Patrick for the rivalry, and then Lamar got hurt the last couple years, so that kind of fell off. Joe Burrow hopped in the fold. Of course, we say media loves Josh Allen, but AFC Championship, Baltimore, Kansas City, in Baltimore for the crown of the best quarterback of the year. And man,
No, Bryce, come on.
yeah, no, because what it can say, they got a top 3 defense, right? And they got a top 3 offense. But they haven't played our defense. And like I said, Patrick Mahomes, you think he not gonna be ready for that? Patrick Mahomes is a playoff. He is literally, besides Tom Brady, he is literally the greatest playoff quarterback we've ever seen. The stats literally back it up. The stats say he's better than Brady, but because Brady won head-to-head, that's not an argument I'm going to try to make right now. But other than that, this is the best playoff quarterback we've ever seen. We know the formula. It doesn't have to be we got to throw the ball over the field. Like I said, we got to hand it to Pacheco, run the play action, hit Rashee Rice, hit Travis Kelce, Richie James, McCole Hardman, finally back last week. He had a decent game. Hopefully get him back in the fold. I hope I don't see MVS anywhere. I hope he's not playing meaningful snaps in the game. But Patrick Mahomes and company gonna get it done when everybody doubted. And this won't be any knock on Lamar. When we win this game, I don't want to see media talking about Lamar is bad and he can't win and all that. Because at the end of the day, Lamar's in the AFC Championship game. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, none of them are. So Lamar gets his props. He solidified as number 2, as I said it. But it's levels to this. I think in his career, Patrick is like 3 or 4-1 versus Lamar. And the one game we lost, it was because Clyde fumbled at the very end as we were in field goal range to win the game. We know how to beat the Ravens. I know this is a completely different Ravens team, but if we get that matchup, I'm taking my guy Patrick Mahomes, and we go into the Super Bowl versus the 49ers in the rematch of 2019. Now that one, that's where it gets dicey. It's either we gonna win close or we gonna get blown the fuck out like the Tampa Bay Super Bowl. It's no in between. But if we can keep it close, I will say, for whatever reason, Patrick Mahomes is the 49ers like kryptonite. As good as they are year in, year out, every time we play them, Patrick Mahomes just goes off and they can't stop him. So that could happen, but at the same time, C-Mac, Debo, all of them could go off. And then I think, their defensive line might kill our offensive line and we start passing the ball. And it'll look like Mahomes just running around back there for his life, throwing it up and MVS going right through his hands. And it's like, oh, we got blown out. So that's how I'm feeling. 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl. But I gotta be a homer. I gotta be biased. We gonna get it done, man. Back to back. We doing it. In the year where nobody believed we could do it, Patrick Mahomes finally gets carried by a top 5 defense. He deserves it after his first 5 years in the league, man. It's gonna be indefensible at that point. He's gonna be the fucking GOAT. I don't care what anybody says.
If
that's
y'all
gonna be 3 Super Bowls.
Offense,
it will be the great.
It
will be the greatest playoff run in NFL history. Miami, the snow game, Tyreek's return at Buffalo to shut them up in overtime. Baltimore, the top team in the league, MVP. Because that's the other thing that people don't realize. I think Lamar is an MVP. I'm not here to argue he's not. But besides last year when Mahomes did it, the last person to win MVP and the Super Bowl was Kurt Warner in 1999. It doesn't happen very often. I don't think it's going to happen 2 years in a row. So that sucks for Lamar, but he's going to win MVP. Ravens aren't winning the Super Bowl. We're coming in Grim Reaper style, man. Nobody believes Mahomes hears all this. Like I said, we don't have to play great. We just got to not turn over the ball. When he's in the playoffs, I tell y'all, he locks into another mode. He's that guy. Literally last year, if you go back and watch the first couple drives versus Jacksonville before he hurt his ankle, he was doing some shit where it's like, I was sitting there, I was like, damn, we gonna blow them. Like, we not losing. Like, he running around, throwing it off one leg, no look, all sorts of stuff. He's a different guy, best playoff quarterback we have ever seen besides Brady. He's finna remind the world, and this time we have a top 2 defense to go with it. It's about to be scary, man. It's about to be scary. Nobody's going to believe. Nobody believes, but when we do it, all the media will flip and be like, well, it's Kansas City. They do this every year. We saw this coming. It's not like we were saying they were garbage all year because of the wide receivers and they wouldn't win. We knew they would win. Nobody doubted them. But remember, everybody did doubt us. And when we do it, you heard it here first. I Need a Sports Podcast, man. You already know. You already know.
I should have said it was gonna be a Texas Bowl. Shit. I think Cowboy
I
ready
think
Texas,
I
man.
think I think the Texas Bowl more got bigger chance if what y'all had the Texans versus the Bill. Wait, how would the Texans not play the Ravens?
Because if they win and Miami wins, Miami would get the Ravens because they're the lower seed.
Okay,
That's how
so then
Cam
Texans
had it.
get the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that happened. Yeah, that's how. Well, no. If
Let
the
me see.
Texans win and the Chiefs win,
We will play each other.
If the Texans play the Bull, oh
the
no,
Bills
The
would have
Bills.
to lose. The Bills would
the
have to
Bills have
lose
to
for us to
lose.
play them in the divisional
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
because they're the 2
Y'all
seed.
gotta
yeah.
either play the
We'll
Chiefs
go
or
to
the Ravens, bro. Y'all don't really
Ravens.
got anything in between.
So
Damn. I don't know how that's gonna happen, Cam. But y'all could possibly. I mean, the Ravens. I mean, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Rob, I think
it,
this is one of the. I think the Ravens will end up winning it all,
it's
but
gonna be so much pressure on them. MVP, home field advantage, first AFC championship. I'm rooting for them. I tell you, if we were to lose that game, I wouldn't have no problems because I want to see Lamar win. Because if he wins one, it becomes even more like sold that he's the second best quarterback. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But it's just gonna be so much pressure, and I think, like I said, the MVP Super Bowl thing. I think that's a real thing. Mahomes is just literally first ballot Hall of Fame. That's why he did it last year in the greatest season ever. Lamar, while he is MVP, he's had a really good season. He hasn't been like blown away MVP. Like he just got the MVP lead the last 2 weeks of the season when they beat the 49ers and he went off. That's about it. I just think it's going to be too much. But I think he'll get to the AFC Championship game, which is what people like. People will try to jump the gun and say, like, oh, they got to make the Super Bowl. But really, we just want to see Lamar win a playoff game and advance to the AFC Championship game. If he does that, it's a successful season in my eyes for him.
no. Not this year. They got to go to the Super Bowl this year. That defense is way too good. And now they paid Roquan Smith, and he changed. I mean, he completely revamped that whole defense. That defense.
Just adds to the lore when Mahomes beats him. Remember that the top defense.
goodness.
All right, now, man. That damn defense cold.
They are.
Yeah, defense cold, but I like it.
Okay, and
I
then
wouldn't be mad seeing Mahomes getting over.
Texas. I mean, Kim, you had the Ravens versus the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Who wins that one in Vegas?
Now,
what it is, man.
usually the same thing when they get to the NFC Championship. They don't, they usually don't lose it. But that damn Ravens, I'm telling you, man, they just too OP, bro. They too that Ravens too OP, bro. The Ravens are too OP. I just don't see anyone beating them right now. It's just hard. I know the whole thing. Lamar has only won one playoff game. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that. I'm pretty sure he hears that shit too. He definitely hears the media, everything the media has to say. I know he wants to prove everybody wrong. It just be fitting to see, him get a ring. Then plus, Harbaugh, both the Harbaugh bros, they run football scene or whatever. I think the Ravens would win that game versus Cowboys.
What would the score be?
It'll be a close game. Like it'll probably be like a 30-33 type of game.
Okay. I didn't say score for mine, but I would have us over the 49ers 24-20 in that one. And then Chris, I believe you have the Ravens Cowboys matchup as well. Tell us why your Dallas Cowboys are finally it's their year and why they winning the Super Bowl.
Bro, God is real. Okay, God is real, bro. I'm telling you, this gonna be the game, and it's gonna suck. But it's you gotta think about it, bro. You gotta think about it. Everybody gets knocked out the playoffs, right? And all you have left is Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The whole world, okay? The whole world is gonna root for Lamar Jackson. There is nobody that's not a Dallas Cowboys fan that's gonna root for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? If the Cowboys win, we continue to be the most hated franchise ever. Like I'm talking about, we could never win again for the next 20 years. but everybody will remember this moment where it's like, man, Lamar really balled out that year, man. He really deserved that championship. That team was great. He was an MVP. Those stinking cowgirls took that from him. I need that in my life. I need that. Plus, the curse is broke, man. And if we here, we here. Let's see if Lamar got it, bro. Let's see if they got it. Let's see if the hardball brothers can do it. But I mean, what's the chances? Like, let's be honest. What is the likelihood, right? The likelihood is that the Cowboys are gonna win. No, I just play. I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say. But I'll be a fool to not. I mean, if we get the Super Bowl, bro, I'd be a fool to not choose my own team. Like, I really don't know how we'll pull it out. I don't think they'll run the ball all over us. I think our biggest problem would be Lamar running it, and I'm not really too concerned with like coverage issues. I think it'll be a big game for our linebackers and our our DBs trying to contain the outside. But that may be a big game for Micah.
Sure, they're gonna be running right at Micah. That's where it might get
That's
dangerous.
fine. That's fine. Got Dorrance Armstrong out there, Hankins. It's a scary scene out there, man.
D-Law be blowing shit up. They be blowing shit up. Like on the run game, we cannot run his side. And even if you don't run his side, he's still gonna find you.
It's a very dangerous defensive line, bro. I'm very proud of them.
Okay.
It's our linebackers that kind of scare me since we lost Vander.
So what's the score then? How what score Cowboys beat the Ravens?
So only win this game if we come out swinging. So I'm gonna say, and we got to drop 30. We're not gonna win if we don't drop 30. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say 33, 33-28. Let's go that way.
That's fair. That's fair.
And they gonna have to get the game winning. This is when your Lamar get his line right here. He got the game winning chance. He got a chance, game winning drive to go and get the touchdown. He got 28 points and we got 33. All he gotta do is go get a touchdown. And guess who gonna stop that?
Deron Bland. No. Hey, I fuck with that. Hey, I fuck with that.
But with his ninth pick of the year.
Hold on. I might switch my pick after that.
Oh, dead.
I might switch my pick after that.
Oh my goodness.
He taking back some high stepping like a Dion.
I'm the Lulu, bro. Gotta be the Lulu, bro.
Okay, Kev, you got the most script Super Bowl because they said it's always the Super Bowl's colors, that the Super Bowl logo colors, that's the teams that play. It's supposed to be the 49ers and Ravens this year. They've been the two best teams all year. You got them in the Super Bowl matchup. Rematch of the Christmas Day game, Monday night. Ravens whoop that ass. Do they do it again? Do 49ers get the revenge? Who wins? What's the score?
Ravens gonna win again. It's a rematch of the 2012 Super Bowl. I have it score-wise, I'm going to say 35-30. I feel like with this one, Lamar is 20-1 against NFC teams, so it will be a cakewalk for him for this one. And I feel like the 49ers secondary is going to be exploited with this one because they can't have nobody who could guard Odell and Zay Flowers. And then Odell knows the 49ers very well on his days when he's with the Rams, when he had won against them twice. So I think the biggest factor for this game will be Odell. He'll show him that he still got it at his age and while he went through. And with the 49ers losing this matchup, this will cause them to start, now I won't say blow it up, but start exploring options because that's another Super Bowl loss and another playoff loss within like the last 5-6 years. So it's about time they got to start exploring some options because everybody's getting older and they run out of time pretty much.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, y'all. Well, that wraps up the playoff prediction episodes. It's jam-packed 2 hours, 18 minutes as of right now and going. I heard it here first. Cam Swan has the Ravens win the Super Bowl versus the 49ers 35-30. Chris has Deron Bland icing the game, Cowboys versus the Ravens 33-28. Possibly even returning it to the crib, make it 39-28 or something.
With this
Cam
pick six,
Cam got the Ravens over the Cowboys with a score of like, I think it was like, what was yours?
30,
Like 30, 33-30. And I got my Chiefs 23-20 over the 49ers. Also forgot to mention, we don't lose in Allegiant Stadium. That's Arrowhead West, baby. Ever since they made that
Arrowhead West
stadium,
is crazy.
that's Arrowhead West. I promise you. When I went, that stadium was red. It wasn't black at all. So, hey man, one of us might be right. Some of us might be right, or none of us might be right.
Yeah,
But
we
it's
all might,
NFL
bro.
playoffs football. Decided to get it kickstarted all Saturday, man. This is the time of the year we've been waiting for. It's bittersweet because it means the NFL is coming to an end, but we
Yeah.
finally get to see who's gonna have bragging rights when it's all said and done. We appreciate y'all if y'all listen all the way through. Y'all already know how this goes, man. Your kids from the neighborhood signing off. Bryce, Cam, Chris, the other Cam, INISP gang, and we out.
I need it.